Yo, peace to the guys. Peace to the goddesses. Hey, peace to the guys, the whole. Peace to the goddesses. Hey. Yeah, man. All the new people, y'all gotta get used to me just hopping on. Shout out to a couple hundred people that just came on this week. But I was just thinking, just thinking. People are funny. You know, people believe in aliens and shit. No, seriously, people believe in aliens. Grays, little gray people walking around the world. Reptiles, reptilians. All types of space age creatures, right? And people believe in that. Like, they believe in aliens. They have no problem believing that they're aliens. They have no problem believing that it's possibly reptilians, it's possibly some greys, it's possibly some type of extraterrestrial species in the world. They believe that. But if you tell them it's some agents, ah, not so much. Not so much. People don't believe that. Not no more. Ain't nobody got no time to be agents. There's too much money out here. Out here getting money. Ain't nobody out here hating. You just upset. I swear, man. People believe in everything. People believe. If you ask the people, like, yo, you think the government is trying to kill you? You think the government is your friend? Like, can you trust the government? They'd be like, nah, you can't trust the government. You crazy? But they don't believe there's no agents and shit. That's why I think people, like the real people, fuck with me, but the teachers and the agents don't, because I like to put a name on it. See, people think that the government is this big ass fucking machine. It's the Wizard of Oz. Ho ho ho! The government. No, nigga. The government is a bunch of weirdos, a bunch of dickheads that got bullied in high school and shit. A bunch of fucking hall monitors and fucking student union presidents and shit. We have to understand that. Like, these are people that can be easily manipulated and compromised. We would love to believe that they're the greatest, they're admirable people, but come on, what are we doing here? Stop it. Yeah, y'all respect people that get money and then go back and do it. That's like the new trend. The millionaire, like, what's the nigga name? From New York, the Bloombergs, the Donald Trumps, the Obamas. Obama. I guess he kind of played the political part, right? Like, he was an activist, but people knew he had money. They was glad. He went to these fancy schools. They don't want no broke people no more. You know what I mean? No more broke presidents. Nope. They'll believe anything but. But if you say, well, the government is trying to get you, the government is trying to kill you. They like, yeah, you so right, boy. The government, man, the government don't mean nobody no harm. The government this, the government that. These niggas won't never look around. The nigga they talking to, reporting everything they saying right to the government. Yeah, 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 yeah. Niggas just got too good of a heart. Niggas' hearts is too good. Niggas' hearts is too big. They don't believe that there's agents in the world. I gotta mind me, man. I listen, so I mean, hey man, listen, I come back and forth, I do what I do, I'm having fun, I pop on, I pop off. Like I tell you, I'm nobody's leader. I'm not doing what y'all think I'm doing. Y'all the leaders. Y'all think if some shit come up that y'all don't like, y'all handle it. It depends on me, right? Cause this is a dangerous game that I'm playing and shit. One day might not be it. Doubt it, but anything is possible. So you always want to make sure that everybody know what they need to know. You can have fun with me while I'm here. You can have fun. But I'm about it. For shout it, shout it. But yeah, man, that's just some shit I be watching. Some shit I be thinking about. Some shit I be like perplexed with. You know what I'm saying? That people don't think that there's still FBI. Like, yo, my nigga, like, there's the FBI right now. There's a CIA right now. Like, there's a NSA right now. There's a Homeland Security. Like, there's a lot of people that get paid to fuck around or, and infiltrate and be agents and be provocateurs and to be fucking, you know, weird ass shit. Why wouldn't they? It's all the money that they have now. It's to fuck with niggas and shit. It's to fuck with people here and shit. Like, I don't know. That's what I be saying. Like, yo, shout out to the resistance and shit. Because I think the average person, it's like the average American forgets, or the average that your government lied to you. Like a nigga be like, well, the government, like, oh, do y'all believe in aliens? Y'all believe in aliens? Well, the government said it was aliens. The government said it was aliens. I gotta stop this shit. I can't be. The government said it's aliens, dog. The government said it's aliens. Fuck y'all niggas mean. Back to the point I was just making though. So they said it wasn't aliens. Now they saying it is aliens. Was they lying then or was they lying now? When are they lying to you? When do you trust these niggas after they admit that they have lied to you? Are they lying then or are they lying now? Or are they done lying? Are they done being agents? Are they done provoking and being provocateurs? I guess they. I don't know. I don't know what people think. I don't know what people think and shit. They think niggas just quit. No, these niggas get a check. Like I'm telling you, like y'all gotta wait. Like not y'all, but like, all right. So y'all know I'm want to play some. I really want to play some of this Bishop shit. I want to get into some of this Bishop shit, cause he said I got some shit. Like we just gonna kick it. Like I'm just chilling. I want to play some of this Bishop shit just to play it for niggas and shit. But I might not. I don't know. Yo, but like the shit is the shit that niggas have never fucking see. Why do y'all think this shit's obvious? That's the funny part to me and shit. Like, I get it. I get it. Niggas, good people are too weak. I understand it and shit. But I mean, what do they got to do with me? Like, what they got to do with us and shit? Like, what they got to do with the agents and shit? Like, these niggas is banking on these motherfuckers to be weak and shit. These motherfuckers is banking on your participation and your demise and shit. Like, come on, like we need your help. Like, without you, this won't work. I can't kill you without you and shit, nigga. Like, please, just give me your arm. I mean, niggas just don't believe it. Like, they don't believe it. Everybody's just out to do you good and shit. Like, for real, everybody just out to do us so well and shit. And then a nigga that don't want to, like, that's the thing about it. I understand that. I understand that mentality too. And this is for niggas. this is how this is pause. No disrespect, because I'm a guy, so I have to talk about guys and how guys respond. But as a guy, sometimes a girl might be offended if you're not trying to fuck. She might not understand you. You know what I'm saying? She might not understand you. Like, what's his intentions and shit. That's the same way with life. That's the same way with life, man. Like, a lot of these people and shit, if you don't fuck them over, if you don't molest them, if you don't abuse them, if you don't treat them like garbage, they may not understand what you're trying to do to them, what your purpose is with them, you know? So they might easily go to somebody that just wants to use them. Like I'm trying to explain to y'all, like what the shit is. Like to some niggas, this shit is an agent. To other motherfuckers, it's a friend. You know what I'm saying? To other motherfuckers, it's attention. To other motherfuckers, it's a shoulder to lean on. Like you understand? Like a motherfucker be using you for gossip or some shit, or be using you to find out the scoop. You know what I mean? Like the government is not our friend. We all know this and shit. But who is these niggas that the government hires and shit? Who is these niggas? Like, who is these niggas that are paid to teach? Like, okay, cool, we can say, Dr. Ben. This nigga, Dr. Ben, he gonna teach. We all from Africa and shit. You know what I mean? He come with his foreign shit, all that Egypt shit, and he got the thick ass accent, Muslim whoop 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 shit, like acting like he not a Muslim, die a Muslim. You know what I mean? Real crypto shit, right? Cool. So we gonna blame Dr. Ben and shit. All right, cool. Fuck it. But see, like I'm saying, like I don't really blame that nigga as much as I blame all the other niggas. You know what I mean? Like he not from here. Like a nigga not from here, I could understand his situation. He don't give a fuck about us, but these niggas is supposed to be from here. How many niggas is from here that's teaching we not from here? Like that's a serious situation. That's a serious situation and shit, man. Like to think about people. Understand? Like I say, we all. I mean, we want to. We want to see the best in people. We want to hear the best in other people. We wish the best from people, but what if some of these people really have other agendas? Like I'm saying, like you gotta understand. Like, listen, man. Some people are like a Christian. A Christian is a good person. Like a nigga that want to save your soul is a good person. That's not necessarily makes them an evil person. We gotta understand that. Like niggas don't understand what this shit is. What an evil person is. An evil person will want to save your soul. He think he's helping you based upon his understanding. He's trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have to know better sometimes. And then you know what I mean? Like just because a motherfucker think that he's trying to help you and he may be brainwashed or indoctrinated thinking that his help is going to help you, we don't always have to accept the help these motherfuckers is offering. Like that's like again, sometimes like I think niggas don't understand that. You can be like all free shit. Like there's no such thing as a free lunch, my nigga. Like I don't want free shit. I want extra shit. I want bonus shit. I'm gonna give you something, and then you can throw a lot of shit on top. But I gotta give you something. You know what I mean? I gotta add to it. Giving is receiving out this motherfucker. I can receive, 10 times more than I give, maybe 100 times more than I give. That's the law. You can do that. But I got to give something. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Giving is receiving. So this whole free lunch shit, everybody gonna give you something, and These niggas beware of these motherfuckers bearing gifts. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit is a shame. Like what did these motherfuckers come with when they came off the boat? They came with the poison blanket. Like we always say they came with the Bible. No, they came with the poison blanket, my nigga. Niggas that like put the Bible under your pillow and wrap up in this blanket. The blanket gonna do the rest. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas gotta chill with these gifts. These gifts be some agent shit. These motherfuckers always got something to give. We forget. We forget. And I'm not tripping. I mean, hey man, niggas got strong guts and shit. You know what I mean? Y'all can eat all types of free cheese that don't melt and shit. That free cheese is the shit. I ain't gonna front. Man, I ain't gonna front. I love the free cheese shit. That's the best. That's the only type of fucking cheese sandwiches a nigga want. But our stomach is different and shit. Our fucking mentality is different. We gonna fucking heal ourselves. We magical people. I get it. But dog, we gotta just stop feeding. Stop. Don't put ourselves under duress anymore. Let's stop being duress. Like and stop like again. Like you know, a lot of this shit is you are you. You are a separate motherfucker. Like yo, how many of these motherfuckers is laughing at you when you like like you know, oh you ain't study for your test. Oh you ain't study for your test. You gonna fail. You gonna fail. Aha. And then you pass and they fail. And then what you supposed to say? Damn, that's fucked up. No, fuck you. Aha, that's what you get. Not to say that you would say that, but to say that that's what you would say. That's what you should say. That's what we should say because he started it. I know you don't get it. Nope, you don't get it. That's how life works. That's how the universe works. Don't be around here hating on motherfuckers. Don't be around here spitting false information, wishing false shit on a motherfucker. And then when the shit flip, we have to tell motherfuckers this is a lesson. This is a nigga. This is the nigga you don't want to be. You know what I mean? Like what is the purpose of fucking the big bad wolf? You know what I mean? The three little pigs and all this shit like Hansel and Gretel. Motherfucking like they trying to tell you that there's consequences to some of this shit, bro. Like y'all niggas out here just having fun, just willy nilly, and not understanding that you know it's a motherfucker that's following these breadcrumbs and shit. Like niggas is like you know what I mean. Like grandma, like niggas is putting down candy, like you know to entice niggas and shit. They giving out treats and tricks and shit. Like and again, like you know what I mean. It don't matter to us, you know niggas is the highest caliber. I get it. We not them. But I'm just to say, like, I'm just saying this shit. It seems like people don't believe that there's agents anymore and shit. That's just what it seemed like. You know what I mean? Like we just gave up on that shit. We just gave up on the shit. Like niggas just gave up on it. Like fuck it. They don't even care. No, nobody even care no more and shit. You know what I mean? Like it's just a thing. Like we love the government so much and hate them at the same time. Like niggas to tell you, like I swear to God, like motherfuckers to tell you everything that these niggas did, and then won't tell you the people that did it. Like I just don't like people to blame boogeymen and shit. The government, the government. No, nigga. Who's these niggas? Who's these agents? Who's these motherfuckers that's willing to do the bidding of some fuck niggas? These motherfuckers that had you scared, not knowing how they took over the government. They took over the government with fucking people, stupid. They didn't take over the government with fucking complaints. No, with people. So you gotta watch these fucking people. You gotta watch these people. How they take over the Black Panther Party. And see that's the thing. How did they take over the Black Panther Party? They didn't. Never had to take it over. You don't gotta take shit over when you start it. Why you gotta take it over when you start the shit? Like we could look back now in history and say, okay, cool. They started it. That shit was some agent shit from the beginning. Hindsight is 2020. But again, nowadays, people think that shit is just history. People think that shit don't have like again, like you can't tell me, oh yeah, nigga, the FBI got Marcus Garvey. Oh yeah, the FBI Mar- killed Martin Luther King. And all I mean, just all of this shit. All of this shit. And they just stopped killing niggas today. They just stopped infiltrating black organizations. No more COINTELPRO. That whole shit it just worked. And it worked so well, we done with it. Like we done. We done setting up organizations online. We done bothering these niggas. We done trying to teach these niggas that they black. Teach these niggas that they fucking Africans. We just gonna give up on these niggas. That's what they want us to believe and shit. And these niggas believe it. they believe in aliens though. These niggas believe in aliens. You know what I'm saying? But they don't believe in agents and shit. And that's the thing. We got proof of fucking agents. Niggas got history of agents. Niggas sent agents among us. Niggas had agents sitting in our motherfucking face. But we don't believe in it. You know, people be, and then because again, like you know what it is. I think some of it is like a block. It's like a fear tactic. When you're afraid of some shit, you just block it out. Not even cognitive dissonance and shit. Not even like you just don't disassociate the shit. Like you know the shit, but you just like it won't happen to me type shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it happens, but it won't happen to me. And I'm not saying hey, it probably won't. You the one, I get it. But that don't mean it ain't happening and shit. Like that's what we all confuse this shit. Cause it won't happen to you. Don't mean it don't happen. You know what I mean? Shit happens, my nigga. Like I'm telling you, that's a cool job. Being an agent, why wouldn't it be? All you gotta do is what the fuck these niggas doing shit. These niggas sit online and ask for money and shit. All they do. For real. All they do is ask for money and shit. Like a person like me, I I would get the most venom because I'ma say shit. I really like black people. If I want to start a business, I'm gonna go to school and study for that motherfucking business. How about that? How about I start there? How about that? How about I do it normal fucking niggas? Fuck God. You know what I'm saying? Fuck being a god, right? How about I just be a normal nigga and just go study my fucking craft? One, like yeah, you wanna give Umar some slack. I don't fuck with Umar. I say I think he an agent. We knows this is shit. Conscious knows this shit. We all see that. We conscious of the fact he an agent, right? Cool. But at least Umar has fucking experience, what you call sweat equity in his motherfucking craft. You see what I'm saying? Like he has some sweat equity. He used to be a principal or some shit. You trying to start a school? Okay, cool. You ain't got no money, but fuck it. You have experience. That's some sweat equity. It's still he an agent. Cool, we get it. Fuck it. But he an agent with a fucking with some credentials and shit. So how the fuck you gonna come out here and you want to start a business and you ain't got no credentials and shit? Like that's not no fucking investment. That's a charity, my nigga. That niggas gotta be realistic and shit. And like if you gonna do some shit, that's cool, but you gotta be realistic. This shit click. Everybody that invests should get an ROI. You ain't get an ROI. You know what ROI is? This is a fucking charity. Then. You see what I'm saying? Don't worry about me. I'm fucking crazy. Cause I don't want to beg these niggas for nothing. I ain't into that. We gonna do something. Niggas gonna make some fucking money. What we gonna do? If one nigga like this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. But that to me, is the difference between us and them. Like magical people, I'm sure like a lot like a person that's connected. You're not tripping about like you don't understand how somebody couldn't raise money to get to school. Somebody couldn't, get a job, or somebody couldn't. Hey, I get it. I ain't talking to everybody. I know I would do the same. I'm not posting this and hyping it up. I ain't been in a couple of days. Just jump on places and spit. No, we do. But listen, I say for everybody. Some of y'all niggas get what y'all want. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know how to move the universe to get what y'all want. So y'all don't understand when a lot of people don't have what they want. I'm one of those people. I can fucking understand you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm 100 people that just shout out to the 100 people that subscribe because of that one video. Because of Negroes are the magical people. Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm talking about? But yes, y'all know it. We know it. Like, we don't have to fall on our fucking face and grovel for certain shit. We want certain shit. At the least, we plan our work. We plan our motherfucking work our plan. Because niggas believe in themselves enough. Motherfuckers have enough knowing and confidence in themselves and their purpose in life that if they have an idea, they have a goal, they can accomplish it. I am somebody. If I, if I can see it, I can achieve it. If I believe it, I can achieve it. However this shit goes. I can achieve it, right? Some of us know that shit, so we ain't tripping on doing shit. Not at all. It's not a thing to us. So, hey, cool. And I'm not hating on niggas, but I just want motherfuckers to understand, like, what I'm not and what I'm not trying to do. Hey, listen, dude, y'all want to do your thing, do your thing. But I'm just to say, if I was to set out to do something, I'm gonna study that particular thing thoroughly. If it's a business, if it's such and such, I'm gonna study it thoroughly. I just happened to got caught up in COVID. You know what I mean? And the universe had a bigger plan. And so fuck it. The universe had a bigger plan. But I'm just like I'm looking at niggas like different. Because they looking at me different. Niggas is these agents is trying to use agent tactics and shit. They trying to use fundraising tactics on me and shit. Like everybody has to have a begging plan. Everybody doesn't have a plan to beg. Everybody doesn't have a plan to grovel and shit. Everybody doesn't have a plan to be disappointed and abused and victimized and shit. Some of us we would make a real plan. We would make a flawless plan. You know what I mean? Like what's the flawless plan? Like there's a 50-50 possibility that niggas is really broke and niggas is really downtrodden and abused and victimized like they tell us on the news, and they might not have the extra money to give me to start a business. That's true. That's possible. That's a 50-50 statement, right? So if I'm the nigga that I am, if you the nigga that you are, you ain't gonna go on a 50-50. Say you want at least 80 or 90. The fuck you on 50-50s and shit. And then you gonna waste all that time and shit. What if you want to build in some shit? Location is everything, right? You gonna waste all this time. You gonna have the money first before you get the location. You gonna get the location first and then wait for the money. Like, who got time for this fuck shit? Like, that's just not where my mind is at, right? Cool. I know that y'all different. I know that y'all niggas don't need niggas giving y'all distractions. And it's all good. But not to say that some of these niggas can't. It's just, again, certain niggas was trying to hit me with the thing of the jig, you know, trying to confuse the people with the thing of the jig. Like, hey, listen, bro, if you have a plan, you should do it. Don't worry about what I am doing because I'm not begging. I'm not going to involve the people in a plan that I'm not well versed on. You know what I'm saying? for some shit that you say, okay, cool, this is some shit we need to do this shit. Then let me go get well versed in the subject. Let me go learn it. Let me go, find the top people in it and talk to them about it. It's the type of shit I do. Find out, what I mean, who's doing what, and work with them. Like that's the type of shit I'm into. So I'm not. Again, I just want y'all to know, like y'all sound weird to fuck to me, because none of y'all niggas is qualified to do any of the businesses that y'all talking about doing. Because if y'all really wanted to do it, y'all would study this shit first. Y'all just talking willy-nilly. But not to say, I'm talking, this is regarding the post I put yesterday. Nothing about anything other than that, but that post about the store and all that other shit for the people who that is for. But we can take that a step further and say this is some other shit. Like, come on, nigga, like, y'all niggas got any managerial skills? Have any of y'all niggas ever managed anything? Managed a fucking people? You know what I'm saying? Like, have you managed the fucking Gap, nigga? Really, your manager at McDonald's? Where? Like, have you managed people and personalities and shit? Like, have you had a crew? Have you had a block? Have you had a squad? Have you had a gang? What have you managed? Where is your leadership qualities? Like, some of this shit is evident. We see it. We see it. So, if y'all want to act like, the people doing something wrong because they notice that y'all niggas don't have leadership credentials, y'all have never managed anything, y'all have never owned a business or started a business, and you don't sound fucking versed in these businesses that y'all trying to get money for, don't be mad at the people, and then don't be mad at me because I'm not trying to discredit myself like y'all niggas. No. If I had a business that I wanted to start, again, I would go and study and research hard like a motherfucker. That's it. Like everybody else, you study your business. You make that shit your thing. You do it every day. You visualize that shit. That shit will take care of itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is a lot of Asian shit. A lot of niggas is distracting people. But motherfuckers should just be free to get money. They don't want y'all niggas to get money, to attract money. Like, that's the thing about an agent. An agent is not just to provoke, to be a provoker, a provocateur. He's also there to be a chaos agent. He's there to destroy the shit that's going on. You know what I mean? So you're not going to just provoke drama and provoke chaos. Nah, provoke animosity and angst. These niggas is going to promote motherfucking destruction. Like, if y'all, I'm telling you, like, it's like again, like the fuck shit, like the wild niggas, the hate with niggas is so fucking thick. But niggas think they got like this algorithm shit. Like, all right, all this shit is new again, right? To the God game, we don't really be on this shit. But niggas understand this algorithm shit, how you can play an algorithm game, the likes and the shares and all this shit, and how you can keep the motherfucking audience, like always entertained, always with alive, always with some other shit. These niggas understand that. These niggas is playing that. So when they see a nigga that don't need that, don't play that shit. That's the worst. That's the most hate filled. You know what I mean? That's the most not understanding and shit. On these niggas and shit. That's what it is. You know what I mean? That's the people. That's what this shit is. Like I love that. Like I was really so glad to share the shit. Like the Bishop shit. Like the last week or two has probably been lit because we've been really lit. Like niggas been really lit. Like I've been really showing you a lot of crazy shit. Niggas like really was my shit. So it deserves to be lit. But I like the shit of Bishop because again, that nigga don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like Y'all look at us. I look at me, not y'all. Of course, shout out to the fucking guys. But you know, these haters could try to look at me and say I'm doing something when these niggas is doing something. You know what I mean? Like we need to have our own conversation. So I'm so glad to hear. You know what I mean? To let y'all see that somebody else is playing their side, playing for their team, and they playing just as hard as me playing. No, and I'm gonna keep it funky. I'm gonna keep it funky. Shit. Like you ever seen some niggas that know they losing and still go hard every day and shit? Like like a Bradley Bill ass nigga. Like these some Bradley Bill ass niggas. Like these some niggas like I ain't going to fucking playoffs. I'm not even going to playoffs. Nigga, I'm gonna be all star. I got a crazy shoe deal. You know what I mean? I'm inspired like a motherfucker, nigga. That's how the fucking that's how these niggas is playing against us. They inspire like a motherfucker to play against us and shit. They inspire like a motherfucker to see us crumble, to see us lose and shit, you know? So we gotta be inspired 10 times harder to have us to win and shit. That's how I look at this shit. That's how I see this shit. Because if we not inspired to win and shit, then I mean the niggas won't win. Like and I mean again, like saying like I said, like the reality of my life, bro. The reality of not even like my life, bro, like, the reality of niggas' life is that we gotta fuck around and worry about us. We gotta worry about the ones. Like you can't worry about the ones that ain't the ones. Who the fuck cares about the ones that ain't the ones? All right, I would play this shit. And y'all would tell me what y'all think about this shit. But I ain't gonna play it all. I'm gonna probably play this again in class for people that's up. But I just wanted to play this tonight. This shit was on my mind. That's why I really came out to play this shit. And just to fuck around, see who out. But some more this Bishop for y'all niggas.
Whatever the opinion is. In the New Testament, so Paul says when something is coming from God or when it's coming from himself, he makes a difference. So a lot of things I shall say are not going to be my opinion. That you may well reject them. And if you get fed up at any point, please do not feel indifferent about talking up. Please. Very kindly don't slam the door, but walk out anytime you like. No problem. Absolutely no problem. Especially if I go on for 3 hours. Of which I think. Reason and faith is a crucial point. I'm not basically tonight going to talk about faith. And if I said the title was the existence of God, the ultimate act in egoism, I'm not talking about, if I get to the existence of God, I'm not going to be talking about faith. I'm going to be talking about reason, which all of us have. If we're rational animals, we all of us have the same reason. All the reasoning faculty of all of us ought to be able to seize the same seize S-E-I-Z-E, ought to be able to seize the same truth regardless of faith. It's not the question of the existence of God is not in this respect a question of faith. It's going to be a question of reason. And therefore, when some sweet, soft, mushy-minded liberal says to you, oh, but the existence of God is a question of faith. No, it is not. And you have your faith and I have my faith. That's up here. Yes, but down here is reason. Your liberal cannot get away with saying, or you should not let them get away with saying, once you grasp the argument for the existence of God, you should not let him get away with saying, oh, but that's just a matter of faith and feeling and opinion. It isn't. It's a matter of reason which is above me. Truth is above me. I don't truth is independent of my mind. I am not the creator of truth. My mind submits to truth. When my mind discovers truth, it submits to truth. If it's got any sanity left. The Frankfurt School wants to change truth. We said it, they get rid of empirical evidence, replace it with utopia. These people are mad. They are making war on reality, they're making war on truth. Because ultimately, they're making war on God. Make no mistake. These people are at war with God. Liberals are at war with God. Where does God come? What are your presumption? Nonsense. I'm not saying this, what I'm saying. It's what's true independently of me. And independent of any one of us here. Faith goes way above reason, because faith is a gift of God, whereby my mind, my will chooses to submit my mind to things that are beyond my natural mind. Yes, a person can have a faith, a supernatural faith. He can not have a faith. That is up to, that does change. Reason. Because if anything is true, it can't be contradicted by another truth. It is absolutely impossible that the truth of the true faith should contradict the truth of true reason. And if there seems to be a contradiction, Galileo. We could spend the whole evening talking about Galileo. I won't go into the case now, except to say that his case arose in the 1600s when Europe was already well on the way to walking away from God. And the trouble with Europe today is that it's walked away from God, it's walked away from our Lord Jesus Christ, and it's walked away from the true church. But these now, each of those propositions gets more controversial, if you like. But the existence of God is absolutely basic. I passed out a schema entitled The March to the Abyss. This is a historical argument, not an argument of faith. That's a historical argument and not an argument of faith. If you've got a copy, perhaps share it with your neighbor. The March to the Abyss seems like this is based on American history. It's a little complicated, but with a little attention, you may find it able to follow. And the equivalent is not difficult to find in English history. The Frankfurt School said that class goes with Christianity. Actually, yes. Those enemies of our Lord Jesus Christ, those enemies of the church, those enemies of God, say a lot, they say quite a lot of true things. Because if they didn't see the truth, they couldn't contradict it as effectively as they do. The Frankfurt School is pretty effective in its ideas all over the place. Because they got some grip on reality. And then they take that reality and reverse it. And that's typical for those people who are most of the members of the Frankfurt, the the members of the Frankfurt School. They're making war on reality. Okay. We've got Christ in the top left-hand corner, Antichrist in the bottom left-hand, the top right. The top left-hand corner, the Antichrist in the bottom right-hand corner. And you've got a hierarchy over on the left-hand side. You've got Christendom's hierarchy and supernatural order, and there's actually quite a lot of nature. Not only supernature, but nature. Nature is black, supernature is blue. If they're both true, they coincide. If they don't coincide, it's because one of them is not true. Either the faith has been distorted or reason has been distorted. This is a presentation of history, which is an argument in favor of the idea.
Now, like this is the shit I wanted to talk about. Again, you're like deep in on the side of the history books, right? So they done with American history. Like you see, they got George Washington, Lincoln, Roosevelt. So let's just listen to him. And again, this is what he's saying right now. He's talking about truth. Like this is why I like this dude. Because again, the same problems that we deal with, the same problems that they deal with, right? Even though he's on the other side, and they go on the other side, his whole shit is true. He can't get the people to digest his particular truth. His truth is based on lineage and genealogy, right? That all men are not. That all men are only created equal, and that the gods are not men, and that there's certain men based upon their bloodline that are not as equal as other men. So he gives a breakdown of history and how history came from there. So let's go into it a little bit.
Was the beginning of the collapse of Western civilization, which is reaching its end today. You've got the Catholic Church. Beneath the Catholic Church, over on the left-hand side, the king. Beneath the king, the aristocracy. Beneath the aristocracy, the middle class. Beneath the middle class, the people. And beneath the people, the globe. Okay, now what this schema presents is a series of a diagonal column coming down from top left to bottom right. It's a series of revolutionaries, one after another. And each revolutionary is going to make war on the last. So that the diagonal side, each revolutionary, each war. But then he has a successor in his revolution. He has a successor, yes. What happens to war? What you've got is a war with his predecessor. And the couple of the sword is war. But then he has a successor in his revolution. He has a successor, yes. And what happens is that the next revolutionary, going further down, makes war on the successor. There's the war. Sorry. The revolutionary makes war on his successor. And then that revolutionary sets up his new establishment. Any new establishment. And then the next revolutionary is going to make war on that new establishment. So that each revolutionary, once you unhook from the Catholic Church, each revolutionary is going to undermine his predecessor. Once you unhook from the Catholic Church, society is necessarily unstable. So what he basically just said is that in his diagram, he's also showing like he's trying to show that each revolution that's a revolution. So he's saying that George Washington overthrew
was revolution against monarchy. Then he says he's going to go on to say George Washington was to overthrow the monarchy. Let's leave it there, right? And it's like, each particular set is something that gets you further away from the church. So, but in our case, we're gonna let him say the church, but to us, when he says the church, he's talking about the gods. I know that's like you stretching it, but hey, fuck it, let us stretch it. So when he's talking about the church, he's talking about the gods. Yeah, I understand. When the gods ruled the world, when the gods, right before the gods was letting their creatures do their dirty work, right? So this is the thing, like, that's why I like him, because he's just saying the shit that I've already said and shit. You know what I mean? Again, like, this should be new to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just start finding out about this nigga once I've been digging heavy into this fucking Civil War shit. But he's on the trail. He knows all the shit. He's, like I said, Jesuits, they know everything. They pay both sides of that fence. But what he's saying now was so important because, again, every case is a revolution. Now, he did this in the case, he's about to do it in the case of George Washington. It's a revolution from the king. But I can show you how the same thing started with, like, the Muskogee is a revolution from the Creek. The Creek is a revolution from the Indian. Like, from the Guale. From the Guale is a revolution from, you know what I'm saying, from the Indians. That was just the gods. Like, and now the revolution is Negro. Went to revolution to be colored, black, just to us. Because, again, with these revolutions might be ideas. But the whole thing is to keep you further away from your God. So the same thing happens. So he breaks it down in this country. Because, again, basically, in his ideas, he likes to blame the Masons. He likes to blame the liberals. You know what I'm saying? It's up to, so you can pick one. If whatever, you can pick one. It's the same one. Just pick a hat, whatever you want to do. But he likes to blame the Masons, liberals, whoever. But I wanted y'all to get that concept before we go any further, that each revolution is designed to take you further away from your original godhood, from your original state, from your original seat, from your original crown. Each revolution, each denotation, each derivative, you see what I'm saying? It's here to take you away from your true self. But let's go back a second.
Revolution is going to undermine his predecessor. Once you are out from the Catholic Church, society is necessarily unstable. Western society is necessarily unstable. That may not be the case in Japan amongst the Mohammedans, although the Mohammedans are hooked, of course, from Jesus Christ way back in the 600s, late 500s, 600s. But if we're talking about Western Europe has known our witches. It has known the Catholic.
And he just threw a gem in there, though. He just said that the Mohammedans, the Muslims, unhooked from Jesus Christ in the 600s. So, like we always say, these Christians, they just discredit Christians. Everybody knows that shit. But they own them Christians too. So go ahead.
It has no Jesus Christ. It's like turning away from Jesus Christ and listening to a message today. Here is the historical argument. It's not, I'm not presenting this as faith, I'm presenting this as argument. It's a diagnosis, a skeleton for 500 years of history. I have an intelligent American friend. I once asked, who is the most important personality in American history? And very intelligently he replied, Henry VIII. But Henry VIII wasn't American. He had everything to do with America. Because he was the unhooker of England from the Catholic Church and the cause of the Puritan Revolution against the semi-Catholic monarchy, which Elizabeth set up. Those Puritans went across and they inevitably generated a series of revolutions from then on. Once the revolution gets rolling.
Wow, you heard that? See how he does that so nonchalantly. Then again, that's why I've been trying to tell you, you got to pay attention to who you listen to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, y'all know this is the bishop. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's sitting here talking to a room full of Catholics. This is actually a convention somewhere and shit. So he just nonchalantly just said that the Puritans came to America as revolutionaries. You know what I mean? Like, they came here to start the revolution. And I've already explained that. You know, Steph Curry Mayo has already explained that. But again, it's always good to hear somebody else say it who don't have a quote unquote dog in the race. But again, these Puritans are Catholics. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to tell you. They came here as revolutionaries. They're on this masonry shit. This is all crypto Catholicism. That's why these Catholics be knowing all this shit. And they talk about it nonchalantly. Let's see how you just do that in there. Let's go back.
Went across the ocean as revolutionaries, and they inevitably generated a series of revolutions from then on. And the cause of the Puritan Revolution against the semi-Catholic monarchy, which Elizabeth set up, the Puritans went across the ocean as revolutionaries, and they inevitably generated a series of revolutions from then on. Once the revolution gets rolling, the only way to stop it is to hook back to the Catholic Church. That's a proposition of faith, but it's also a historical argument. Tonight I will argue it rather than present it just as a nice, sweet Catholic sentiment, a feeling. No. This is an argument. Let's look at the argument. You may well disagree with the diagnosis. You may well disagree with the chart. You're perfectly limited to disagree. But this is the argument for the necessity of the Catholic Church to Western civilization. Let's have a look. The first revolutionary in the diagonal line is Henry VIII. And here he is a king who we in England clearly know revolted against the Catholic Church. He unhooked England with disastrous consequences ever since. If England is today such a dismal, grey, unmerry land, it's because of Henry VIII's primary. If we've arrived at the Bloomsbury set and people like John Maynard Keynes and all these miserable, sorry, sad English characters, if England is such a sad place, it's got a lot to do, if not almost all to do with Henry VIII. Almost all is an exaggeration. There's got a very great deal to do with it. He is responsible for unhooking England from the Catholic Church. Okay? Between Henry VIII and Catholic Church, on this computer there was no sign of the famous cross-sword sign of the battle. All this is a bond. So the bond between Henry VIII and Catholic Church was the Reformation. Henry VIII set up as an establishment the English monarchy. And he had a success that we're talking about, we're in American history. I hope you know the bare elements of American history. It ought to be transferred into English history, but still. Henry VIII had a success in the relatively stable revolution of the English monarchy, which is still there today. It's as a testament to how stable, because the English people have retained quite a lot of Catholic instincts, or let's say natural instincts, because the true nature coincides with the true faith. And therefore, what is in line with true nature, and that's not adultery, what is in line with true nature is one man, one woman. And the Catholic Church, of course, backs and supports and protects one man, one woman. This is an example. But sin is out of line with the Catholic Church, adultery is out of line with the Catholic Church, and actually, adultery is out of line with nature. That's why the walls of the divorce courts are spattered with bones and blood. Divorce courts are a very sorry affair, because marriage is in the divorce courts falling apart what God put together. God puts together even just naturally without the church. When man and woman come and stay together and have children, that's a natural joining which is valid in nature. It's not only made valid by the Catholic Church. That's a complicated question. But if the divorce courts are stacked with blood and bones, it's because it is natural for one man to stay with one woman until death do them part. Walk out anytime you like. The Catholic Church, so Henry VIII had a successor, George III. Now that's, what was it, 17, that's at least 200 years of the stable establishment of the English monarchy. But then, in America, this comes George Washington. And George...
Okay, now listen, hold on, okay. Now, he did lie there, though. He did lie there, though. He said it was a successful monarchy until George III, which wasn't true. Because we had a civil war, some motherfuckers lost their heads. Charles was Charles II. Or was it Charles the First? One of the motherfuckers lost their head. So it wasn't a successful war because George is a Prince of Orange. But I get what he's saying. Though. He's talking about as far as the rulership over the British Empire, which we're going to call the East Indies Company, West Indies Company. Leave it at that.
Washington is a gentleman farmer from Virginia, but he's also a revolutionary. George Washington was in 17, that's at least 200 years of the stable establishment of the English monarchy. But then, in America, this comes George Washington. And George Washington is a gentleman farmer from Virginia, but he's also a revolutionary. George Washington is a gentleman revolutionary, which if you think about it is a contradiction in terms. But for America, George Washington is a kind of, there's Virginia gentlemen like Madison, Jefferson, Washington. They were the kind of aristocracy at that time in the United States. George Washington sets up a revolution against Henry VIII. George Washington then creates his own American Virginian aristocratic establishment. And he, after having slid down diagonally, after having kicked out George III, pulled down his statues, kicked out the Brits, then he sets up his own new American aristocratic establishment.
Now listen to that. And that's true. That's true. The whole Virginia tobacco farming shit, that plantation mentality shit. That was still a Southern aristocratic type of thing, right? That was still, but that was kind of exclusive to Virginia. Also about George Washington, which people don't mention, is that George Washington, and also hurts people's feelings, but George Washington was a traitor from the gate. He was an official traitor. Like he got captured by the French when he was out trying to what they call survey Ohio. He was trying to take Ohio, and he brought some military guys with him. This when he was a young boy, and the French caught him. And they captured him, and then they parlayed him. You know, a parlay is when they let you go, but you got to swear allegiance and not to fight them and shit. So he swore allegiance and he pledged not to fight him ever again. He pledged to be a Frenchman basically and shit. And that's the beginning of George Washington right there. And his Jesuits connections there. He goes, American Revolution, right? Revolution. The French came in and saved the day, theoretically. Then Thomas Jefferson gets the French land, theoretically, right? This is theoretical. I think too much.
In that American establishment was Robert Lee. Robert Lee is the famous Confederate general. He married, I think, a niece of George Washington. He considered himself something like an heir of George Washington. he was also a Virginia gentleman. Robert Lee, the famous commander of the Confederate armies in the American Civil War of 1861 to 1865.
Now,
so George
again, Robert Lee, he's right. True, Robert Lee was from Virginia. He was the commander of the Virginia Army, and only that army. This is the Confederates, nigga. Everybody got their own armies. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it fucked up. The Virginia Army was aligned with some other niggas, but they wasn't aligned with the Trans Mississippi nor the Louisiana. None of them niggas that I'm showing y'all in the community post. You know what I'm saying? They up there doing their own thing. They attacking Pennsylvania. They just starting trauma so they can quit. You'll see. But he'll tell you.
Washington's establishment has lasted 1780s to 1860s, let's say 80 years. Not as long as Henry VIII's establishment. George Washington makes a revolution, and his successor is Robert Lee. Along comes Lincoln, and George Washington kind of represents the aristocracy. Lincoln is from the Illinois backwoods. He's not an aristocrat in any sense of the word. He is a man with some great qualities. But like all of these revolutionaries, he has two faces. There is a revolutionary side of him, and then there is also a conservative side of him. Even Lenin, who was one of the most terrible revolutionaries of all, even Lenin set up an establishment, the nomenklatura and the communist establishment in Russia, which lasted for 80 years. Robert Lee is the general and Virginia gentleman successor of George Washington. Lincoln rises up against the Virginia aristocracy, so to speak. Lincoln is the politician at the head of the North. Robert Lee is the leading general of the South. Robert Lee is sort of the aristocracy. Lincoln is much more a man of the people. But we can say a man of the middle class by the fruits of Lincoln, which is that he rallied around him not the poor people, but rather the middle class, the money men. And he would certainly set up the money, the United States of money. He
said Lincoln set up the United States of money. Now this is why this is funny though, but this is very important, but it's funny too, because again, this is what the Catholics hate. This is what the kings and the lords hate. They don't want you to have your own money. Nobody wants you to have your own stuff. Everybody has a problem with you having your stuff. So Lincoln, he created these greenbacks. It's backed by, you know what I mean? Like the people, it's monopoly. Everybody eating. Reconstruction, we got our own shit. We run the show. Set up the school, set up the data. It's a beautiful damn neighborhood. So to them, this is hell on earth. See what I'm saying? To them, this is hell on earth.
And he would certainly set up the money, the United States of money. Between Lincoln and Robert Lee, there is civil war. Because what is happening is that the middle class is saying, this aristocracy is nothing. Just as the aristocracy said that this king, without a god, without a church, is nothing, get rid of him. We've got no reason not to get rid of him. Similarly, the middle class is going to say, that's exactly the French Revolution. The middle class rises up and says, these aristocrats are corrupt. They're Freemasons. Well, let's not get into the argument. These aristocrats are giving us a bad example.
See how he threw the Freemasons in there? He hates them Freemasons, but he loved them Freemasons. But he hates them though. He hates them. That's the time I be thinking he a Freemason, like a crypto. But like I don't know. I don't know. He's weird. So he hates the Masons, and I don't know. But he threw them in there and shit. He likes to throw them in there.
French Revolution. The middle class rises up and says, these aristocrats are corrupt. They're Freemasons. Well, let's not get into the argument. These aristocrats are giving us a bad example. They're immoral. They don't deserve to be in a position of leadership. They don't deserve any longer to be in any position of privilege. we will get rid of them. And that was the French Revolution. The French did it in a bloody way with the guillotine. The Americans didn't do it with the guillotine, but they did it, if you like, with the Civil War. The Civil War, the left always, as I'm sure many of you thought, and many of us thought with a great deal of sadness, the left always win. Do you want to go on the counterattack? Yes. Yes. Go back to Almighty God. Go back to His.
This nigga said, do you want to go on a counterattack? Do you want to go on a counterattack? They said, yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Many of us thought, and many of us thought with a great deal of sadness, the left always win. Do you want to go on the counterattack? Yes. Yes. Go back to Almighty God. Do you want to go on the counterattack? Yes. Yes. Go back to Almighty God. Do you want to go on the counterattack? Yes. Yes. Go back to Almighty God.
See? Y'all think agents don't exist. Y'all think this shit's a game, huh? Niggas think this shit's a game, think this is a joke. Go back to Almighty God. Agents ain't trying to kill us. Somebody trying to kill us. Somebody trying to do nothing to us.
Go back to His Catholic Church instead of going downwards. Try as a revolutionary going back, forwards, upwards. Forwards, back, upwards. You're not going backwards. Backwards is like that. But these are the true revolutionaries, or revolutionary is the wrong word, because that's been taken over by the left. But these are the true friends of society, those who will go forwards, back, upwards, instead of going forwards, downwards. We heard about Nietzsche a few months ago.
Like, this is what you up against. This is what you up against. This is what you up against. Like, we don't think people are really trying anymore. We think people just gave up. Oh no. People ain't giving up, man. Why would they give up? The fuck they giving up for? We gotta pay attention. This shit is real out here. This nigga said, would you like to go on a counterattack? Yeah, yes. They was ready for the shit. They in the counterattack. This is the war room. And he explained to us, to the whole class, what it was. I'm telling you. But y'all gotta understand that he's a double agent, like these niggas say. He's a double agent. Is he a Catholic? Is he a Mason? You know? Let's see. Man. But this is the sentiment out here. This is the mentality of some people in the world. That liberalism, that you being an individual is a bad thing. That you having your own mind is a bad thing. You doing what you want to do is a bad thing. I'm not saying to be a Catholic. I'm not saying to be anti-Catholic. I'm not saying to be a Mason. I'm not saying to be an anti-Mason. I'm saying people don't think agents exist. People don't think that people have agendas. This is real life. Some of these, like I say, and these are people with undeniable zeal. There's zealots. These niggas is zealots and shit. Yeah, yeah. Let's go. Let's kill them all. Nah, not really. And what he's calling a downward spiral is just us, is them coming in contact with us and us freeing them. That's the downward spiral and shit. Like they don't want, like the last thing they want. I'm not gonna say it could ever happen, but the last thing they want is for the motherfucking caveman to be like they gods. That's going, even though y'all know the bishop is a white boy. Like what the fuck? But some of these motherfuckers got different families, bro. They different. They not from the caves. You know, they don't mind the way things is. They don't mind the way the order is. This shit ain't gonna be all mushy. This shit gonna be fishy.
Nietzsche's criticism of the middle class is pretty ruthless and pretty accurate. The German materialistic, in effect, godless middle class. Nietzsche says this is worse than nothing. Let's get rid of it. Wagner says the same thing in The Ring. The regime of Wotan. How many of you know Wagner's Ring? Makes a very interesting analysis because Wagner said the same thing. Wotan is the old order, and he's going. He needs to be replaced by Siegfried, who's a child of nature. We want nature and not yesterday's old and corrupt establishment. Wagner was a revolutionary. But the interesting thing is that Wagner the musician was not in agreement with Wagner the revolutionary. From Wagner's head came revolutionary ideas, but from his heart came a much superior music for Wotan to the music for Siegfried. Siegfried is nothing very much. He comes on stage leading a bear and so on. He's just a white loveless. And we've got to go back to nature in order to find love again. Siegfried finds love with Brunhilde. But Wagner, interestingly, Wagner thought very hard and often about how the Ring should end. And the very first of 6 different endings of the Götterdämmerung, the very first ending was happy. But Wagner, some instinct told Wagner, this new order which we're going to set up, when we get rid of the middle class and everything that went to the middle class, because all of that is false and corrupt, when we establish a new order based on Siegfried, it's not going to last. And he's quite right.
You hear that? Like they're trying to, like the new order, like this new world order with no middle class. Like you have to understand that. Like that's what people don't get. That's what I be talking about all the time. Going into a 7-Eleven and ain't nobody, like in a cashless society, there's no middle class. Like when people don't work, there's no middle class. If nobody's a working class, there is no working class. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the shit that they talking about. This is the shit they trying to put together. These niggas is trying to get rid of the middle class. Even like I say, even if it's just an idea, cool. Let somebody else figure out what to do with the people. These niggas is dealing in ideas, and that's why we are losing. Because motherfucking ideas are powerful, and these motherfuckers are dealing in ideas. They've been thinking about trying to get rid of the middle class for 1,000,000 years, and we trying to tell y'all not middle class. It's offending niggas and shit. When niggas can't be used and shit. When niggas can't be victimized by these niggas, we get offended because we so competitive. We gotta stop trying to compete with cavemen and shit. Compete with gods, nigga. Cause them motherfuckers ain't no competition.
What is the gods? At the end of the fourth opera, everything comes crashing in ruins. And a friend, August Local, wrote to Wagner, why, since the ring is back in, is the Rhine maiden, the Rhine floods, the Rhine maidens come on stage, well, they don't actually appear, but they take the ring, and the ring is taken back down to the depths of the Rhine, which is the restoration of the original disorder, and yet still Valhalla comes crashing down. And Wagner replied to his friend Roel, who said, why does Valhalla still come crashing down when the gold has gone back to the depths of the ring and when that order has been reestablished? And Wagner's answer was, listen to the music. Because in the music, what we hear at that point is the theme of redemption. Redemption, music, redemption. Redemption by music. My dear friends, the whole problem of the rotten West today is that it's apostate. It keeps seeking for substitutes for religion. It wants to go, but there's no mechanism there to get back to religion or to get back to God.
There it is. And that's their goal. You ever see somebody say some like hide your keys or help you look for your money and shit? This is one of them type shits. You know you African American. Like, no, I know you an Indian nigga, but you should look over here in Africa type of nigga. That's what he's saying. And he's talking about the vibration. He's talking about the higher self. He's talking about listen to the music. Get that feeling. Some shit, like I be trying to explain to people, some shit is not about a word. Some shit is about a feeling. Some shit is about a resonance. This Wagner. You know what I mean? That's the greats that he interrupts his spiritual priestly conversation to talk about an opera fucking composer and shit. You know, stage right. A playwright, my bad. Because the vibration is more important sometimes than the words. The feeling is more important than the words. And that's what we're losing track of. That's what we're losing the concepts of creating and generating and noticing those feelings and getting caught up in those feelings and shit. It's a vibration.
It's to go back to God, to believe in God, to take God seriously is just off the mass of people's mental map. It's just something they can't even consider. They can't imagine, they can't take it seriously. Ridiculous. If I say God exists, and that's quite independent from my mind, I have a strong protest. And I'm sure he's not the only one. Or if he's the only one here today, that would... You can ask at the end. If he's the only one, it would faintly surprise me. And I'm not mocking those who do not believe in God or do not accept the existence of God. I'm not mocking them. It's probably a serious choice or the result of some very sad experience.
Okay, pause. When he says, I'm not mocking you, he's mocking you. When he says it's probably a result, he's mocking you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to understand when these people, just because he's not cursing at you, just because he's not raising his voice, and because he says he's not mocking you, doesn't mean he's not mocking you. If someone says, like, let me be honest with you, like, wait a minute, why do you have to be honest now? You weren't being honest before? Let me be honest with you. Like, what the fuck? Are now you're starting to be honest? And what were you doing before? So that's what he's telling you. Like, when these people start to recognize, you gotta pay attention and shit.
Believe in God or do not accept the existence of God. I am not mocking you. It's probably a serious choice.
It's probably a serious choice. Like, what the fuck? Not because, hey, like, I am God, and just believing no God outside of me is shit you can't prove. It's probably a serious choice. See, and another thing about stuff like this is what I want us to hear too, like the condescending type of nature the condescending characteristics of niggas. Like, you gotta respect the fact that niggas don't care why you don't believe in Jesus. He's not mocking you. It's probably a valid reason. Like, he doesn't have a valid reason for you to believe. And again, he's not presenting a valid reason. Like, no one has to have a valid reason. But if you don't, he's going to mock you. Or he's going to not mock you. Or it's going to take, see what I'm saying? Like, nah, even if it takes some extreme situation, you probably have a great reason or some extreme suffering. Like, get the fuck out of it, nigga. No, it's a lie. You're a fucking liar. I'm God. Leave me the fuck alone.
If he's the only one here today, that would, you can answer the end.
It's crazy. He got critics today and shit. Like, this is crazy. Go ahead.
If he's the only one, it would faintly surprise me. And I'm not mocking those who do not believe in God or do not accept the existence of God. I'm not mocking them. It's probably a serious choice or the result of some very sad experience. I'm not making fun in any case. Back to Wagner we could do a chart. Wagner is a very interesting case to observe. I could almost say, all of you, go home and study The Ring, and then I'll come back again sometime. We'll talk about The Ring because it's extremely interesting. Robert Lee, the Civil War, and Lincoln sets up the slave-free union. Liberating the slaves has been a great slogan for getting rid of the Virginia gentlemen. The Virginia gentlemen had slaves. George Washington had a number of black slaves. Jefferson had black slaves. He was accused of having an affair with one of his slavesses. But so get rid of actually, Lincoln said, if I had to protect slavery in order to save the Union, I would protect slavery. He once said that. Meaning that the prime purpose of Lincoln was to save the Union, not to get rid of slavery. But he's boosted as, in today's left wing, as boosted as getting rid of slavery, because for liberals, slavery is the ultimate evil, because for liberals, liberty is the ultimate good. Liberty is not the ultimate good. The ultimate good is...
But yeah, he said Lincoln was not trying to free the slaves. That's what he said. And see, like, what I think, that's why I wanted y'all to hear this, shit. It's because, like I said, like, I think a lot of this shit be strange to hear other people say it. Like we hear shit, like I said, not even like strange, but like credible people that have an agenda. Like, again, agents, Jesuits. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't believe these motherfuckers is still out here. He ain't dead. Don't think the bishop is dead. That nigga ain't dead. He got a Facebook, YouTube, and all that. He posts every week. That nigga ain't dead. He's still spitting venom. He's still posting old shit. Like, when he was hot like this, he's still posting that shit. He ain't skip a beat. People think agents don't exist. They think people, man, they don't, like I say. So the point I'm making is, this boy's tripping, man. What's wrong with him? That's basically the point I'm making. Like, we gotta understand that there's agents out here, man, and these motherfuckers exist. These motherfuckers is out here. He's not trying to stop. He don't know nothing about no. And again, he know all of this shit because that's all Catholic Church shit. I do know that the Catholic Church has been taken over, but the shit is deeper than we understand. Like, y'all gotta understand, like, these motherfuckers know everything, bro. So we can't listen to nothing these niggas say. That's what I'm saying. I mean, we can't trust these niggas. We can listen to them,
Because again, like I say, it's truth and a lie. Every time he lied, I tried to stop the shit. So y'all could like, yo, he's lying here. Or he made a mistake or omission. Because he know all the shit that he omitted. But, these niggas be trying to prove their little fucking point. He trying to be on a counterattack. Yeah, this nigga, that's what I'm saying, man. This nigga in a dress, man, he kills me. I love this nigga. I never seen a tough ass nigga in a dress like this in my life. Thompson, you ready to go on a counterattack? God damn. You should change your clothes first. Nigga, your slip is showing. You got the blush and the mascara on and shit. He ready to go kill somebody and shit. Like, niggas don't believe in the enemy. Like, oh no, they're all here to save us. They're all here to help us. He has a nice little book. Look how he's reading. Like, who would think? Like, again, like this motherfucker. He's a Stone Age, archaic caveman thought. Not cave. What's the shit? Matt. What is it? Male chauvinist ass nigga. That's what this shit is. He's a male chauvinist, and he's a bishop. This nigga high ranking. You heard the motherfucker was mad at him. Sis was like, "We came to hear the bishop." Like, sit the fuck down. Yeah, nigga, we came to hear the bishop. Y'all niggas just fuck niggas. Y'all ain't about this life. He about this life. We about some of us. That's what I'm saying, man. Like some of y'all about this life. That shit don't hurt you. Man, I give a fuck. I'd rather know, motherfucker. Call me a nigga to my face, man. Don't wait till I get home and then, you know what I mean? You know, motherfuckers wait till you get home and then burn the sheets and shit. Throw away all the silverware, honey. The niggas. I just had the niggas over this shit. Like, what the fuck? No, I don't want to use the silverware. If you want to throw it away, what type of shit is that? But he the type of motherfucker that'll cook you a fancy ass dinner and shit. You know what I mean? You sitting there playing with your kids and shit. And then everything y'all touch, you throw fuck ass niggas. And burn all that shit out. We gotta incinerate this shit. And you just thought, wow, we just had a great time with the bishop. Yeah. Wow. He was so insightful. This motherfucker in the basement burning this shit up. He's goddamn niggas. And we don't think it's agents and shit. We don't think these motherfuckers try to kill us and shit. It's cool and shit. I be trying to tell you, man, this shit be funny to me, man. This motherfucker be like, he be like, and they were Freemasons. It was like, oh no. They didn't know at the time. How did you know this shit? You know what I'm saying? How you know? Like, y'all, like we not gonna let them niggas disconnect the Masons from the Catholic Church. I don't give a fuck how much truth he spit. He spit just as much lies. 99. Like he got a. I'm gonna give him 80-20. He got 20% truth. He got 80% lies about that motherfucking shit. That motherfucker, boy. But that truth, boy, that shit be hard to swallow and shit. Motherfuckers do not like to hear the truth. Even the motherfuckers that came in here and shit. He told the one motherfucker, you can leave. You can leave. That nigga ain't even leaving shit. Like, how you tell motherfuckers to leave and they don't leave and shit? Like, what the fuck? Like, what is he saying and shit? He the only nigga spitting that truth and shit. That's crazy. Like, you want to leave and shit. You can't. You just gotta sit there and object. This motherfucker's gonna kill everybody in a dress. I mean, he went back to motherfucking Henry VIII, man. That's why. I mean, good history. Good history, nigga. Henry VIII and shit. said the nigga was overthrown by George Washington. Oh my god. These niggas be trying, boy. They be trying. I don't know why they be denying and shit. I mean, like, you know, I mean, that's just how niggas do it and shit. They throw rocks to hide their head and shit. They gonna blame George Washington. Like, we don't know George Washington is a crypto fucking Jesuit. He a motherfucking, like, and that's what I'm telling you. Like, Lincoln had to put Maryland under martial law. He had to arrest the whole fucking governor and the mayor. Like, the governor of Maryland and the mayor of Baltimore. He arrested them niggas, bro. Like, this shit ain't got nothing to do with no slaves and shit. Oh, motherfuckers is tripping. Like, it was a whole lot of other shit that had something to do with slaves. It ain't not nothing to do with these white boys. These white boys had to do with they slaves and shit. Like, the motherfuckers, like, people don't understand the shit. Like niggas wasn't on the same shit they was on. You know? I'm telling you might really want to be a slave. I know I be trying to tell people hate that. I be like, slavery funny and shit. They be like, oh, he don't know. He's so mean. Yeah, man. Well, be an indentured servant and shit. Be an indentured servant and shit. It sounds good. Slaves got wages, my nigga. Slaves got wages. Indentured servants, not so much. Like, even in that, like I say, even in the motherfucking when Arkansas said January 1st, we enslaving all the niggas. They also said we're gonna hold your money for a term of 1 year. All the money that goes to any wages that's due to that slave, we're gonna hold. We're gonna give it to him. Cause they know that if he gonna sell them wages, they gonna sell him. They gonna put his work, his labor. It's like he just working for the government. And that's what I said. What happened to the nigga? The first slave, the niggas that ran away. Like, if you could imagine, like I said, if you run away from the government, I mean from a person, now you working for the government now. When you get caught, you're gonna do your time for the king. If it ain't no king, it's the state. The king got work, but the king gonna pay you too. But you're not gonna run from the king because now you got all the king's horses, all the king's men. Especially because the nigga that ran, like I'm saying, like when you a black boy, you run away. The silly shit is like, why are you still here, nigga? You ran away. Why didn't you run back to fucking where you came from? These white boys can't run back. You can't run back to Europe and shit. You don't understand that concept. The nigga is free anywhere in the world. Like, if wherever you came back from, even the concept of going back to Africa and shit, conceptually, the concept is that you was kidnapped. So back there, before you was kidnapped, you was free. You know what I'm saying? You was free to roam the land, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Conceptually. The white boy was never free. He go back to Europe and shit. Where he gonna go back to? The same place he was at? They gonna catch him and put him right back. Like, nigga, we know who you are. We got rid of you and shit. You PWT. You a product. So when you ain't run away, you came right back. It's because you really want to work here. You just ain't like the niggas you work for. So cool. So that's what Arkansas did. But again, that was forced labor. It's slavery. Because they force you just to live in a state. Like, you can't, like, some states did that shit. They had vagrant laws and laws against vagabonds, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, Motherfuckers, you go to jail for loitering in some motherfucking towns and shit. These is white boy laws though. You understand these motherfuckers? Like even when they talk about like during the Civil War and shit, when they talk about niggas and and black folks or like slaves or whatever, right? They call them contraband. I know that shit sound crazy and shit, but that's what these niggas say. They contraband and shit. And niggas call them contraband, right? Because these is the people. This is the government. Like, you gotta understand, these is the motherfucking kings and queens. These is the heirs to the shit. These is the people. So, they the contraband. These motherfuckers, like, they were stolen products and shit. Like, niggas was stealing us. Like, y'all gotta, like, I'm trying to tell y'all, niggas are trying to steal the gods and shit. They always trying to steal the gods and shit. Like, mentally, not physically. Mentally. But the point is they call this contraband. And they call white people poor white trash. It was always a difference in shit. No matter what. If you contraband, you good. If you poor white trash, you not. Like, you're not coming in here if you poor white trash. You're not coming in to Fort. You're not gonna get free. You're not gonna get nothing. It was just the way it was. But yeah, I'm about to break this Civil War shit wide open now. About to break this shit wide open and shit. A lot of this shit niggas don't even understand. A lot of this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these niggas be lying to us. Which is the dope shit. That makes it fun. You know? That shit makes it fun to me. You get some motherfuckers that like to lie and shit. Tell fucking um myths. We get to uncover them shits. Dig deep into this motherfucking to ourselves and shit. But yeah, this Civil War shit about to be pop wide open, bro. And again, like I say, it's all Cherokee shit. I know niggas. Like I mean, honestly, I'm waiting. I'm waiting, bro. If y'all can really understand this shit, like I'm waiting. Nigga got so much shit. You gotta be patient. Like, shit is really serious, bro. Like, we're not gonna lose focus. Like, a motherfucker can lose focus. Like, y'all get this shit fucked up quicker than motherfucker. This shit ain't got, I'm telling y'all niggas, this shit ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't got patience and shit. You know? And stop giving a fuck about niggas that don't give a fuck about you. Niggas that's hating on you. But yeah, the Civil War shit though, it's gonna be lit. Yeah, man, it's gonna be lit, man. You know what I mean? Poor Lincoln and shit. Oh fucking man. Like, it's so much to this shit that that's what I'm saying. Like, niggas, like, I mean, I don't understand. Like, I listen, bro. A nigga don't wanna be like it seems, but a nigga can't be anything other than what the fuck it is. Like, nigga, you crazy. Them motherfuckers care too much about niggas that's lying to you. I'm not gonna be that person and shit. I don't feel like I deserve to be lied to. I don't feel like that's just the difference between me and some of these people. I don't feel like I deserve to be lied to, and I don't feel like I need to have any circumstances. I mean, any fucking sympathy for a motherfucker that's lying to me. What's the problem? Niggas got a lot of fucking problems with motherfuckers lying to them. Niggas trying to kidnap their motherfucking minds and shit. Niggas going on a counterattack and you thinking they chilling. Scares me. I'm thinking these niggas chilling and they planning the war and shit. For what? For what? Just to I mean, like y'all just like, come on. What you gonna get free from? How you gonna get free if you don't know who enslaved you? That's real serious. Like, what is freedom and shit? That's what I'm saying. Like, motherfuckers is just free to fight. You gonna be free. You gonna be free to be in another ending fight. You gonna be free to be scared. You gonna be free to be nervous and shit. Like, what the fuck is you free to do if you're not free to be at peace? You know, like the shit is corny. Shit is corny. Like I said, some people, and we all. I mean, look, it's a battle. It's a war. It's a war. I get it, but you can't let this shit become you and shit, nigga. The fuck, nigga. If your kid had a birthday, you better celebrate it. See, that's the thing about drug dealers. Like I be saying this shit. Like motherfuckers, like a nigga going to war and shit. He gonna kiss his wife extra hard, or you know what I mean. He gonna really lay it in that night. Like you gonna have birthday parties for the kids, cause you never know when the cops gonna kick in the door. Life's a bitch, and then you die. Cause you never know when you're gonna go. Life's a bitch, and then you die. Like you gotta really like take your time to smell the roses when they bloom and shit. Like it's that serious. You know what I mean? Don't wait to love somebody. Don't wait. I mean, if you ain't gonna love them, fuck them. You know what I mean? But don't wait. If you're gonna love them now and shit. If you're gonna do something, do it now. Because these motherfuckers is giving it all they got, giving all they got. And again, like I tell y'all, this is a spiritual thing. This is a mental thing. They say we suffer from lack of knowledge and shit. You know? I mean, you know, don't. I mean, listen, man. Like I told y'all, niggas, 50% of my shit is I really want to show y'all how good the manifestations is. But that's the part I can't. I just can't do it. I haven't been able to get to it. So I feel like I'm slacking on my mic, because I can't really get out of here. And not even say, I mean, again, like I don't know what to manifest. I really don't. I really don't. Like I really have nothing else to do but like see other people knowing themselves. That's it. Like, you know. But I mean, again, I think that we need to get out more. We need to smell more roses. We need to adapt and and take back the fun. I do know that. So that is something that's very important. Very important. You know? And yeah, like I'm again, like I think I think niggas is fucked up. I think everybody should just take a deep breath. Like, don't worry about who's not doing what you want to do. You know, like that's the part of the game that we losing and shit. If people need help, then I think, and you notice what they need help in, then you should do it. And you can't ask them for help or permission because they didn't know it. And then even if they knew it, some people might look at you like, well, You trying to show me up. Like that's another thing too. Like, you know, like again, this hero shit is a serious full time situation. You gotta be a full time hero and shit. Like, what's the purpose? Like, man, like I don't know if Spider Man got a I mean, well, I don't know if Superman got a fan club. Damn. I don't know if Batman got a fan club. Cause see, Superman and Spider Man, they both work for newspapers. So they might have access to fan mail. But I don't think the average superhero, you know. So y'all can't be like that. Y'all gotta really think about the work, like what y'all doing and shit. And don't be worrying about what somebody else ain't doing. I mean, honestly, man, I be wishing everybody, like, I swear to God, like for real, like, like in my mind, like I'm telling y'all, like the way I feel, like I really don't feel like, again, I'm not worried about this shit. Like I'm set to have no friends. If I had a choice between telling the truth about Cherokees and friends, I'm going to tell the truth, my nigga. Cause this shit is fucking. This is terrible. Like you got some group of motherfuckers that's killing us all. These motherfuckers they done freaked us out our whole shit. Took a reservation, went out west, conquered the motherfucking Plains Indians, and then put them on that reservation. Like what? Like you got niggas that went on the reservation and then and then leased the reservation for other niggas that they caught. Not free Indians that gave up their rights just like y'all did on some land swap. No, niggas that was wild and fucking savage. Like who was fucking killing Buffalo? Cherokee. Not no fucking Buffalo soldiers. Them niggas was killing Cherokees. I don't want friends. Well, I don't want friends. I want the truth, man. Like, come on, man. We had enough fucking getting along with niggas that's going nowhere and shit. But in the algorithm, fuck the algorithm. Like again, hey man, how long we been going? My bad. Hit the like button, yo. Hit the like button. Yo, the other day that shit was dope. Like that's one reason I take a break too, because we reached the goal. I think it had like 10 likes in a live stream. That was a goal. I'm not gonna lie. I don't be asking to hit the live, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and shout out to everybody that's been sharing this shit on Facebook too. That's been dope. Cause I've been putting it back on Facebook, so I haven't been sharing on Facebook. But shout out to people. Like I said, we open. Fuck it, why not? But yeah, man, hit the like button. Why not? Cause some of these fucking niggas is really tripping off this algorithm shit. They really tripping off this shit. Like I don't. Again, some of this shit can blow up, but a lot of this shit can't blow up, man. This shit can't blow up. This is secret shit. This is for the gods, niggas. Indians only shit. I know it make you mad. It should, cause we ain't doing it for the money. We're not doing it for the clout. We can get clout. I don't have to say nothing else, man. Yeah, man. I'm just saying, man. I know, man. I know. And again, I mean, and to some dumb niggas and shit that would like to act like I'm the cause of all their problems, even though on the motherfucking calls all they joy. Like, how is that motherfucking thing and shit? There's some dumb niggas in the world that would like to be mad at me because I'm blowing up their agent shit. Well, you also, hey man, listen, man, I'm having fun, man. I don't give a fuck, man. Like I said, what y'all gonna do with weak people and shit? You know, what y'all gonna do with these niggas? Like, like y'all see a lot of people again, like I mean, my thing is like people are dying. Yeah, I mean, they talking about people are hungry. Fuck, hungry niggas is dying. Like I say, motherfuckers can't find employees. Niggas can't do all types of shit because motherfuckers are waking up dead. Alright. This shit is a slow cock. Like a motherfucker might have you. Like you ever see a motherfucker? What's the shit called? Not like a red herring, but something like a motherfucker's giving you a deliberate distraction. Yeah, you gonna see motherfucking FEMA carts and they gonna have body bags. They gonna be taking out people in FEMA camps. Nope, nope. Niggas just gonna be waking up dead one at a time. Yeah, slowly but surely. Like what? Yeah. I mean that makes more sense anyway. And shit. Than trying to bury a bunch of niggas. Let these niggas bury. Let the dead bury the dead. Let's bury our own family, right? Like this shit this is lame, right? I don't know. But I know niggas out here got a lot of people dying and shit. Like it's so many motherfuckers dying, niggas ain't even talk about it no more and shit. Niggas ain't talk about it. Niggas just to count. Death coming threes now. Death coming in dozens right now. This motherfucking shit. Death coming in Baker's dozens out this bitch. Like, god damn, that's how y'all living? Yeah, nigga, we ain't living. I'm like, god damn. Like, nigga, don't answer your phone and shit. Don't answer my phone. I ain't doing it. It's another nigga woke up dead and shit. Like, damn. Calling from the other side. God damn it. What do you do and shit? Like I said, like people thinking, like, all right, like I said, people scared of their own shit. It's hard to talk to motherfuckers that don't read books and shit. Like it's really hard. Like motherfuckers that just don't read books, niggas that just go off emotions and go off feelings and wishful thinking. These wishful thinking ass motherfuckers. Like, what do you do for wishful thinking? I mean, hey man. I mean, you hope for the best, right? Like, I can't do nothing like that. Like the ant and the grasshopper ass shit. Like motherfuckers, oh, they not preparing for the winter and shit. Fuck it. What do you want me to do? It was winter last year. It was winter the year before. You're not thinking it's gonna be winter this year? Okay, cool. What do you want me to do? Damn, I gotta feed you again. I fed you last year. I told you this year is gonna be winter. Like some of these motherfuckers, they might die this winter. Like it's dead winter. Like the dead of winter this year. That's what I'm saying. Like Motherfuckers is looking in the sky, niggas is looking around, motherfuckers is pointing fingers, and they just not fucking taking the stand. Niggas ain't just grabbing a hold of what they got. For real, like you gotta understand too. Like if you living with like a weak immune system, if you got a weak fucking or you prone to like sicknesses and stuff, this is not like a happy time for a nigga. Like you might not be, you know what I mean? Like, shit. Like, like people ain't really like coming around. People gotta get their social distance on and shit. Like, this ain't the time to be a sickly person. You don't want to be going to the hospital for stuff. Like, some people used to go to the hospital for just all types of stuff. Damn, that could be a overnight affair. And shit don't even be as crowded, but they gotta run through all these other tests just to fuck around and check your temperature. So if you like a sickly person and shit, man, like emotionally, this could be like distressing. Like, and that's what I'm saying too. Like again, despair and shit. Like motherfuckers, like again, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm only telling niggas, yeah, I got plans. I'm going to Mardi Gras. I'm going to Mexico. All this shit, I got plans. Cause I'm trying to help niggas visualize too. I'm trying to help motherfuckers see something for themselves. Y'all need to get plans. These motherfuckers can't beat us. They can't defeat us mentally. We need to have plans. We don't need to think death. We need to get ready to take over these motherfucking restaurants and these clubs and shit. Like imagine 20 years ago when niggas was like see the mentality now is like niggas don't want to go out if it ain't gonna be white people. I know that seems crazy and shit. But 20 years ago, 10 years ago, that would have seemed even crazier. Like niggas ain't going out because what the fuck? Why do we care if white people out? Like it wasn't even white people in the town 10 years ago. Like they might come in on the weekends 10 years ago. Like you wouldn't see them 10 years ago. So why is it a big deal now that the white folks ain't out and shit? Nah, man, we got to get over this type of mentality that we are the world shit and get back to our world. Because it's going to be a world where everybody ain't, you know? Come on. So that's what I do. That's what I'm saying. Like part of this shit is for visualization. It's for the world to like, you know, start picking stuff. Where you going? What you doing? Plan something. For because man, these niggas is not going to beat us. Like, and again, like if we don't see ourselves in the world, we won't be here. So back to my initial point was despair. You know what I'm saying? Despair, depression. You know what I'm saying? Those are deteriorating factors. These are things that can hurt us, not just our psyche, but they can create dis-ease, discomfort. We gotta start having things to look for. We gotta have goals and shit. Cool. It ain't no Christmas like that. It ain't no fucking graduation and prom and stuff like that. But we gotta find other stuff. We gotta make other stuff. The cool parts of the prom ain't even a prom. It's leaving your house, right? Taking the pictures and all of that for your family before you leave the house. So niggas keep that and have a party on the block or something. Niggas will find a way to have a party without sanctioning the schools and all of that. Like we've been doing for 100, 200 years before we fully integrated with these niggas. You got to start being able to see yourself in this thing, living, enjoying it, being around. Like I say, like this, like again, like I'm not trying to disrespect niggas with no fucking money. It's corny to even be even on that shit. I'm not on that type of time, but I know the power of visualization. Sometimes I need to look at niggas visualizing. I got the picture of this nigga Gucci and shit going counting out going to the motherfucking to the teller and them niggas cashed him out heavy like I don't know, it was like 6 figures. You know what I mean? This nigga Boosie was counting a while one day. Like sometimes you just got like I'll do visualization. Sometimes I'll just count money and shit. I'll just count 20s and act like they hundreds and visualize them 20s as hundreds and visualize dollars as hundreds, whatever the fuck. Nigga, it's visualization. You start having these conversations, you start being able to see yourself going to places and doing things. Cause you're going to be around. We're going to be around. We're not going to be down as when we're around. We're going to be up. So I ain't gonna hold you. I'm about to run out of battery. But I appreciate y'all for hanging out. Y'all any questions? Y'all any kicking it with the God? I appreciate it. But yeah, man, like um hold on. Let me see if I can turn this on for a second. Try to get some battery. Give me like a second. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, we good. We good. I think we good. Yo. There you go. But yeah, we gotta see ourselves in our rightful place. Like again, like I hate when niggas talk. We good, we great, we this, that, and the third, but we can't visualize the shit for ourselves. We need to start visualizing the shit for ourselves and shit. And like I said to motherfuckers, like I'm not afraid to lose. I'm not afraid to get beat up. Like I'm really like in love with niggas that much. Like you ever have like a little brother or some shit. Like if you have a little brother or some shit, you might just take the time to beat his ass. Like you don't want to do it, but you know what the fuck is going on out here in the real world. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to hurt this nigga, but you don't want him to be soft. So if he got to be mad at you, fuck it. At least he ain't gonna be dead. At least he ain't gonna be abused. At least he ain't gonna be slow out here. At least he ain't gonna be no mark ass fucking nigga out here. He's just gonna be mad at his big brother, a nigga that really love him. And that's life, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I used to access like who loves us, who really gives a fuck about us. You know, like who's willing, to be embarrassed for us, to look uncomfortable for us. Y'all think like motherfuckers would think, like I said, a clout chaser would think that a nigga wanna remind us that we are different, that some people were created and none of us were the creators. Like this shit is what we need to know. Like the fuck, like this ain't clout, nigga. This ain't, you know, this ain't clout. None of this shit. But that's the world that we live in. That's how motherfuckers think. That's how they evaluate shit. That's how they value shit by clout. Oh, he doing this shit for clout. Like you stupid. This is the worst clout shit. I can't even fucking Google. Like if you YouTube my name, you will not find me. Research the Priest King. Google Priest King. Y'all don't find Priest King. You know what I mean? I'm like, how do I pop up? Like really? Like we gotta fight this shit. Like Priest King don't pop up in the search. I can't search for me. I type in Priest King. I don't pop up. So it's like I'm not saying like you know what I mean. Like niggas take videos down. Niggas just left a comment. I'm like, how you get this video? Like this video ain't even on my page and shit. Like this shit's crazy. So it's like for clout, y'all got this shit fucked up. You know what I mean? Like not to say shit. I got this shit fucked up, man. Not trying to be disrespectful, but this is backwards. This is backwards. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, like I said, like that was disheartening. Like, I can't even search my own shit. Like, you can't even type in my own name. Come on. So y'all gotta think about this shit. Like, but this is the shit that need to be done. This is the fucking work. This is hard fucking work sometimes. Like I say, everybody mush. Some people want to be mushy and shit. That's cool. That shit work. If that shit work for you, that shit work for you. Cause it ain't worked for nobody before you and shit. Like that's why, like that's what I'm saying. Like that's why you come along. Like motherfuckers think they're the first person to come along trying to hold hands with everybody and shit. It's like what was the civil rights era? That was just a bunch of motherfuckers holding hands and shit. We all the world and shit. Not paying attention to the motherfuckers around you. Tell the motherfuckers you hold your hands with and shit. That's cool. If they did that, they've been doing it. The motherfuckers got jobs as teachers. They was teaching some kids. And now these motherfucking kids is online acting tough. I'm not mad at motherfuckers for doing what they do. Cool, do what y'all do, dog. I just got to do something that's real, or something that's real to me. Can you appreciate that and shit? If you're not an agent, then you like again, like no one else cares about agents but me. I have the unique agent fetish. I have right. It's like a really a unique thing. It's a rare disorder, a rare disease. You know what I mean? Like I'm just really like allergic to these motherfuckers. But hey, other motherfuckers not. Other motherfuckers not and shit. You know what I'm saying? Desensitized, and, and that's and again, like you gotta understand too, like hey man, some motherfuckers just want to be important, man. I mean, again, I feel bad for niggas and shit. Like, I feel bad for people who didn't make it in the real world. I'm sorry if I go off the rails, y'all. Pardon me. I ain't trying to be disrespectful to the audience, but maybe y'all can see it too when y'all notice it. Like some motherfuckers, this is like this internet shit is their last shot. This is their last shot at fame and stardom and motherfucking and their last shot at motherfucking at being a man and shit. This nigga got a gang, got a squad. He the fucking shit. Like this is they shit. This is all they want. Motherfuckers show up, be in the chat. Like this is what they want. They can command a room. I'm not mad at that shit. Like it's dope, yo. That's admirable. I mean, it's admirable and shit. I respect. Like you gotta respect that. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. That's just not necessarily what I could see myself doing when I'm trying to bring the truth. I can say I expect to be shadow banned. You know what I mean? I didn't expect not to be able to find my name though. What the fuck? Oh no, that was different. But I expected. I expected. I mean, come on now. Like honestly, like a real nigga. Like that's what I'm saying. Like like you know, like again, like I had videos on the joint that said "fuck that Black Power shit." Like that's what it's. That's the title, nigga. And it's been up that title since day one. Motherfuckers that hit it, put the video, lost the numbers, put it back up, all this shit, lost all the views, and went back up again on this shit, right? But the shit was "fuck that Black Power shit." Like I ain't never fucking around worried about getting blackballed or fucking shadow banned or page taken down by Google and shit. I just don't have that type of worry and shit. You know, like who thinks these niggas can defeat him? Like I tell, shout out to Cuz, shout out to Max, Sis, like you know what I mean, like Shelly, like the guys, like niggas know every day. We know. We don't have to and shout out to the 40, shout out to the black, you know what I mean, to the resistance. Like we know and shit. Like we don't have to worry about like that's what I'm saying. Like the shit is ridiculous. Like what are we like? Are we at war or are we not? Fucker, stop it or not? Like come on, you know. Like I say, but like they did the same. Like I say, I own a TV station. They did the same to my TV station. But these motherfuckers like it's weird and it's admirable. These motherfuckers want to just control you though. They'll like I tell you, I got videos. If you look at the video, it says like it'll be like 20, 20 views. But of course, I got the insights. It's my fucking page, right? So I press the video. This shit got 200 likes and 30,000 views. Like what the fuck? And they do this shit for all these videos. They be having no views. But that's the people, the power of the people. It's bigger than these shits because people don't give a fuck how many views it look like we got. They 200 motherfuckers still liked it. And that shit used to always give me the strength. And that's the shit that always give me the strength. Cause you like who likes a video that has no views and shit? Yet alone 200 people don't give a fuck about nobody else liking it, you know. And shout out to everybody that's been fucking with me this last week. You know what I mean? Like I really appreciate the shit, you know, cause don't nobody have to fuck with us. Like this shit is not for it's not for mainstream and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's for the people that have that vibration. You know what I mean? It's for the people that change stuff, not you know what I mean? Don't ask for change, don't wait for change. People that manifest change, people that invoke change. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, like you're not gonna write no fucking book. You ain't gonna have no bestseller book on revolution and expect me to follow it. Like that shit ain't gonna work for us, nigga. These motherfuckers will write the book on the revolution. The enemy will tell us how to revolt against them, my nigga. You have to understand that. Like that's how fucking shallow these niggas is. Have us all hyped. Like I'm not the nigga that I don't tote my own horn, but I don't fucking trust or give a fuck about these niggas. Like I say, nigga, this shit is the Baphomet. Did you see the Cherokee symbol is the Baphomet? And if anybody hating on me and I brought that out, I don't trust none of y'all niggas. For what? That's why the people fucking with me. That's why the movement, all this whole week, is all about a different movement. Who's telling the truth? Them niggas over here. It's a different movement. All I did this week was just tell the truth, unfucking adulterated, nigga. I didn't do nothing else. So I don't need y'all niggas to co-sign nothing I'm doing because all of this shit is out y'all fucking league. Out of y'all league, I told y'all niggas there's a point where this shit stops. I like we going to this next level. You know, can't come around me with this shit. I ain't gotta toot my own horn and shit. This shit is cosmic. Like, nigga, this shit is cosmic, nigga. This shit is cosmic. Like the people need to know. Like y'all motherfuckers is. That's what I'm saying. Like niggas think. You go ahead and think of shit. and we gonna move. We gonna and my bad. That wasn't a shot. That wasn't a shot. I wasn't a shot at the people that make you think. I wasn't a shot. I'm just saying like I'm saying niggas think that they know is what I'm saying. Niggas think that they know. That's what I'm saying. Niggas think that they know what the fuck. You know, but niggas don't have a clue. Niggas don't have a clue. They don't have a clue and shit. Like we not worried about you. We not. I mean, again, like, what are you gonna do? What are these niggas trying to do? And I understand they keep saying, "What am I trying to do?" I'm trying to free the mind. I'm trying to tell the people the truth. It's so much work to do with telling the truth. With telling the truth. Like this nigga said, like, nigga, if it's the truth, either both of them are wrong or one of them is wrong. They both can't be right. If it's just impossible. If they two opposing views, either they're both wrong or one is wrong. And motherfuckers can't deal with that. They want to make everything the truth. Everything ain't the truth. Either it's the truth or it's not the truth. So I'm gonna stick to that premise. That's my premise. I don't have any other premise. I don't have any other fucking qualms. I don't have any other beef with nobody. But I'm down to beef with everybody because either both are not the truth or one is not the truth. They both cannot be true. You can't have a promised land in Israel and be an American. You can't fucking be from Africa and be from America. You can't lose your pigmentation unless you're underground. Give a fuck what niggas think and shit. Because these motherfuckers want everything to be true. We all from America. We all from Africa. We all from da 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 da. Ain't nobody created. Like I was thinking about Saturday Night Live and shit. These motherfuckers had a motherfucker called Goat Boy. Ah, Goat Boy, Goat Boy, yay, Goat Boy, Goat Boy, bad, bad, Goat Boy. Goat Boy is the motherfucking man. He's a figment of a motherfucker's imagination. No, nigga. See, this is the type of fucking subliminal shit that they do. This is what you call I can't think of it, but it's a form of programming where you open motherfuckers up to some shit. You know what I'm saying? And you predispose them to some shit like it's a joke. It's a joke. Goat Boy. And then you start seeing real motherfucking goat boys and shit. Like you can look on the internet, you find real motherfucking goat boys. But that was a Saturday night skit. Ha ha ha. Don't worry, it's just a joke. Goat boy, he's fun, he's harmless. You ain't gonna see no goat boys about no fucking niggas in America. But everything can't be fucking true. Everything can't be fucking true. That's what we gotta get over and shit. Somewhere along the line, you gotta stop lying to yourself, accepting all of this truths and shit. Two opposing shits, so they both true and shit. You're gonna make me out to be the bad guy. Please do. Please do. I like to be the bad guy. In the world, see, like, again, if you got a strong conviction about some shit, you might fuck around and be opposed to the to what motherfuckers consider great. You know what I mean? Like a motherfucker might look at your oppression as capitalism. You know what I mean? Like, oh well, it's just motherfucker, it's the American dream and shit. A motherfucker might look at a nigga coming to America stealing your shit as the land of opportunity and shit. That's how he looks at it. Everything can't be true. But these motherfuckers will have you believing that everything is true. No matter what. Yeah, so what? And 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 it's more important to look good than to be good. It's more important to pretend like we protecting the babies than to protect the babies. You know what I'm saying? It's more important to pretend and to appear like we're unified than to actually be unified. Because again, motherfuckers don't believe that there's agents. So there's agents amongst us, then they're reporting back saying, yo, these niggas ain't unified. We still here. Oh yeah, he fucks with me. He trusts me. He's my man. I'm in on all the meetings. Do they suspect you? No. They know I'm a Hebrew, more Israelite. They don't pay me no mind. And that's how niggas feel and shit. And then you be like, well, nigga, you know I'm a Hebrew Israelite more. What you mean? But the motherfuckers don't never want to worry about fixing their problem and shit. They just want to appear to fix the problem and shit. We gonna cover this shit up. We gonna kick this shit up. We gonna pretend to kick this shit down the road and shit. We gonna pretend to dress up this motherfucking pig and shit. Put some makeup on this motherfucker. Put some lipstick on this pig, and it's gonna be a pig with makeup. But we gonna act like it's a broad. Don't worry. That's how niggas is thinking and shit. That's how niggas is thinking. That's how motherfuckers is behaving. I don't know, man. Like, I'd rather not. That's just me. For what? Who are we pretending for? Why are we still pretending in 2021 and shit? The shit didn't work. Everybody, like motherfuckers don't like, niggas don't like Black Lives Matter, but they don't think that it's agents in Black Lives Matter. Like, what the fuck is the point of thinking that it's some agent shit, but not thinking that it's agents in the group? Oh, it's the agent group, but there ain't no agents in the group. Oh, the fucking such and such is infiltrated by agents and shit, but ain't no agents in the group. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you meet a nigga that says he's a spy, you should treat him like a spy. You can't say, well, he's just a spy to everybody else. Like, that's crazy and shit to me. People don't believe it's agents and shit. People think it's two truths and shit. They think it's two truths and shit. There can only be one truth, bro. Like, I don't understand what's the hard dynamic of truth and being able to support it and being able to live by it. Cause again, all this shit to me, it sounds like more indoctrination and shit. It sounds like more of some shit that eventually you gonna tell me who I can be and who I can't be. Like, I mean, again, like that's what that's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. All I mean, like, you gotta listen to this nigga. He talking about he ready for a counterattack on liberalism, on individual freedom and shit. Who else is out here trying to attack individual freedom? Why can't niggas have individual freedom? What's wrong with a God being a fucking God? They don't want you to do that.
talking about being motherfucking selfish, being self-centered, working on your higher self, finding your motherfucking true living purpose for yourself, manifesting your reality. I'm an enemy to these motherfucking state. I'm an enemy to these tribes. I'm telling you the history of the 5 tribes. I'm showing you the crypto Catholics and the Masons. I'm telling you to keep your individualism. They want to get you on some paper and shit. I'm not fucking around. I'm the worst nigga trying to get along with some niggas ever and shit. This don't. I mean, like for real, I gotta be the worst nigga, and I'm sad about it. I ain't act like I'm happy about it and shit. I'm really sad about it. This shit hurt my heart and shit. It shit hurt my heart. You know what I mean? That the niggas that's representing the gods ain't. That shit hurts. You know what I mean? But like I said, like, what's more embarrassing? It's more embarrassing to have your sister smoking crack or to leave her in the crack house. You know what I mean? Like, you know she's still in there. Like, yeah, I know. You ain't gonna go get it? Nah, fuck that bitch. That's more embarrassing. Like, damn, yeah, people's like, fuck her. You can do whatever you want to do to that girl, really? Yeah. Peoples don't care. Don't nobody give a fuck about her. She made a mistake, but they threw her away. That's what the world became and shit. A bunch of motherfuckers that just threw us away and shit. Can't be two truths and shit. Either you for us or you're against us. Either you're a homeboy or a foreigner. I'm the boogeyman. Fucking right. Cause I'm not gonna compromise. What is there to compromise, my nigga? I don't understand. Why do you compromise the truth? Why would you compromise the truth? Huh? The shit don't work. Shit ain't been working. The shit can't work. Because again, like the shit is based on the premise of the whole shit. When you get down to the nitty gritty of the shit, it's based on the fact that y'all don't believe in niggas. Y'all don't believe in yourself. And y'all don't believe in the niggas around you. So y'all think y'all need some foreign niggas, some foreign preservatives to help you do some shit that you don't think you could do. That's it. I mean, what's the point? What is the point? That's what I'm saying. Like that's I see the point of starting these motherfucking online businesses, right? You can't do it by yourself. Cool. You don't want to move to the woods because again, like these niggas want to move to the woods and some of these niggas want to move to the woods and shit. Some of these niggas want to fill paperwork out and protest types of weird shit. You know what I mean? Like, but again, like if you want to move, you can move. You can move. Go ahead out. Like what? Like it's just you know, it's just I don't understand what the everybody do. Why everybody's supposed to be on in the same boat as these niggas? Like it don't make sense to me. So I'm saying it's an attack on individualism. It's an attack on the individuals and shit. You can't have nothing nowadays and shit. Don't be smart. Don't be intellectual. Don't be pretty. Don't be blessed. Don't have a fat ass and shit. Motherfucker can go buy one and shit. You know what I mean? God damn. Like, and I'm not saying, hey, listen. I'm just saying you can't have nothing and shit. Like,
being a magical motherfucker is not like again. That's why, like, I'm sorry, like a motherfucker, niggas is delusional. But you don't have nothing if you don't have culture. You don't have nothing. So, what is your culture? And if you don't represent your culture, it's not your culture. Like, shut the fuck up. Sit the fuck down, nigga. What's the problem? Like, who you fooling and shit? If you want to blend in your culture, that's not your culture anymore. That's not the culture that you come from. Like it's okay to motherfucking to like Italian food and shit, nigga. It's okay. But when you start adding Italian food into soul food and shit, nigga, start saying, yeah, pasta is soul food, nigga, you got a problem. Stop remixing the shit. I've been saying it for a week now. And the motherfucker, the girl been saying my shit. Oh, fucking, she said that shit. Like, y'all know I got so many motherfuckers I be talking about. But the girl said the shit like 100 times. These niggas have remixed it, remixed it, and remixed it, and remixed it. Yeah, they done remixed the shit. And that's what y'all trying y'all that's what y'all trying to do. Like, I know I be saying so much shit, bro. Like I said, like is that a thing? Is this gonna become a thing? Like these niggas be saying everything. God damn y'all niggas. God damn y'all niggas. But thank y'all for saying it, because I be forgetting the fly shit I be saying. I be saying so much fly shit. The remix. Oh man. I be saying so far. And then is the thing. I forgot I said it until the nigga said it the other day. Is that a thing? That's still a thing. Cause I was, But yeah, man. You gonna add into it. You gonna freak the fucking culture and shit. See it. You gonna that's I just don't want to do that. I'm cool. I'm not mad at you. But somebody gotta keep the standards so that way when they say, well, yeah, well, she's adding, well, he's adding this, they're adding that, they can be like, well, here's the authentic, like, there's the true spirituality, like, come on, man. It ain't no spirituality in none of this shit y'all niggas talk about. Like I told y'all niggas, I'm a priest. I hate to be the motherfucking bearer of bad news for the niggas that can't read. Like, the name is Priest King. It don't say builder, builder Bob, builder Indian, builder nothing. Like, we building a world on spirituality. I told y'all, like, this is some spiritual shit. Like, my spirituality just makes me invincible. I have no problem explaining it, and I have no problem demonstrating it. That's it. But I'm not y'all niggas. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna lie to the people, use the people, try to, you know, what, start an empire off the people. If the people want to start an empire, I'll be glad to help. I'm a servant of these niggas. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm not trying to disrespect niggas and shit. But like, how can you help niggas? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not going, like, right now we are at war. If you're not going to take heads, you're not helping niggas. If you're not willing to take heads, if you're not willing to address the truths and stand on the truth, represent the truth, you're not helping. You're not, niggas ain't helping. You're not helping me. And it's cool because you're not hurting me. You're just showing up. They're just showing the dirty glass and shit. That's all niggas showing the dirty glass and shit. Because there could only be one truth. There can only be one truth and shit. Both things can't be true. I mean, hey man, like, this is just like, this is what I want to explain to people. You live in a world. age of Aquarius. What did you think this was going to be? You think it's going to be like, oh, this is the world of knowledge, world of knowing. What are we going to know? I think we're going to know that we're being lied to. How about we start there? You know what I mean? We're going to start to know that a lot of this shit is fugazi. How about we start there? You know, like, start to know ourselves. Like, that's the thing. Like, this motherfuckers is talking about getting rid of the middle class. Are you ready? Like, who's ready? Like, I'm not talking to y'all niggas. Y'all waiting in line niggas. I don't have to get rid of you. Because these motherfuckers on the counterattack, they're getting rid of you. They're trying to get rid of you. You happy, lucky, go middle class ass niggas. You middle class mentality ass niggas. You wait in line ass niggas. You non-God ass niggas. I don't have to do nothing. If I don't talk about this shit, guess what? They still planning on getting rid of the middle class. Fuck nigga. Y'all don't understand this shit. Y'all want to fit in and be blending in and be regular schmegular. Work your fucking 9-to-5 job and be fucking part of the regular problem. And they're writing books and they're having lectures on getting rid of the middle class. The motherfuckers that are so good, the good people that don't get a ticket, that ain't hurt nobody. And I did something wrong. You know what I mean? And I did something wrong and shit. Oh, they don't like nobody. He don't like nobody. Well, guess what? He don't like the good. He don't like the motherfuckers that's going to work every day. The middle class. The motherfuckers that's just waiting for retirement. People not paying attention out here and shit. You know what I mean? They think a motherfucker that's gonna tell them the truth is a motherfucker that's the enemy. When a motherfucker that's going to lie to you is the last person that should be your friend. But again, like I said, like this is, like again, like some people, they say, well, they're liars. I know how to deal with liars, so I'm cool. I'm comfortable around here. I know how to catch them. You know what I mean? I can catch them. I can tell when they lying. You know what I mean? Like they cool. They know how to tell when they lying. They can catch them when they lying and shit. So that works for them and shit. For some of us, they're like, yo, cool. I mean, how many times I gotta catch you lying, my nigga? Like, what the fuck? Do you stop? Do you tell the truth? I mean, if not, I got the roll. I mean, I'm not gonna just be catching you lying. It's not a sport. The fuck, nigga, I ain't catching fish. This motherfucker just catching his lies, catching his tails and shit. Like some motherfuckers, that's their thing. They don't mind. They used to dealing with liars, so cool. They can tell when you lying. That's enough for them and shit. They know when you lying. Half the time, I can tell when you lying. Your mouth moving and shit. Your lips is moving. That type of shit. And they can deal with them. They can sit under that shit. Be best of friends with a motherfucker and just be waiting to see if they lying and shit. You can't trust them if you ain't around them to tell if they twitching or if they eye jump. What the fuck? It's the truth, man. The truth is, I don't wish no harm on nobody and shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, like, what's the purpose of wishing harm on niggas when you God? All this shit is a joke when you God. This shit becomes retarded. It becomes retarded. What else? What else could you surmise and shit? These motherfuckers try everything. They could try anything, and they can't stop you. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, like, shout out to everybody on YouTube again and shit. But we have a whole Facebook page. I went viral 3 or 4 times on Facebook this spring. Like, I abandoned that page. to start from scratch. Last month we had 89. Well, not last month. What was that? In July we had 89 people on this page. You know what I'm saying? Like we are not worried about starting from the bottom. We know who we are. Like this is the God situation. We wanted to come. Like Jay did this. I didn't do this shit. Again, I'm gonna blame Jay. I gotta blame Jay because I don't know what the fuck was going on. But shout out to the Oracle and shit. Shout out to the seers, the one that can see, the one that looking to you and find you and tell you, yo, you got something to do, go do it. Hey man, this shit can't work. It just can't. Y'all tried it. These niggas been trying it. They keep trying it. What y'all want to do? Like, just leave me to do the different, the new paradigm. Like I'm saying, like a lot of times, it's only so much I can do. I'm one person, right? I'm a human being, and I'm not to say it like that. I'm a human being. I'm saying it as far as like I'm a human being. Like I live in the like in the physical world sometimes, right? So I can theoretically only be at one place at one time. That's what I'm trying to. That's the basic point I'm trying to. You take how you want to take it. I said I'm a human being, so that way I could tie myself to the story. That's what I'm trying to say at this moment, right? But I'm saying like I can really only be at one place at one time, man. Like I got it. Like if like I can't be in your in your dream, in my dream, in their dream, in his dream. Like I'm trying to be, but shit. Like go ahead. Like it's okay. Go live your dream and shit. Like nigga. Like that's again. That's what I'm telling y'all. Like this is the weirdest shit. I'm trying to be weird as fuck, so y'all can just get the information. I'm not trying to be a sex symbol. I'm not. I mean, even though we got some of the baddest chicks in the world, I love it. I love these girls, and I want more of the baddest. But I'm not. I'm humbly not trying to be a sex symbol. Not even saying that I could be if I wanted to be. Right? I'd probably be more disgusting than I am with a face full of hair. Right? But the point I'm making is it's about this information. It's about the idea. That's what we fucking need. Like again, we need spirituality. The illest paradigm in this fucking world is that Indians are gods and goddesses. Like you can't get around that. Like it's so many motherfuckers in the fucking world. Let me stop. I'm not, again. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to shit on y'all niggas. But it's just like it's a different level of the shit that I'm thinking about in the world that I'm trying to bring together than the fuck shit y'all niggas is on. Y'all niggas is hoes to me. I'm coming in peace goddesses, and not taking an inch, not wavering. It mean too much to the people. It mean too much to the people. Think I give a fuck about y'all grand risings and y'all halitos and shit? Fuck y'all niggas. Where the gods and the goddesses at? This is too fucking important. This is too fucking important to be our friend, to be coming around here, OCOs and all this old just old cherry ass colonizer shit. Nigga, you got me fucked up, nigga. When? When did I come in here on y'all dick? It's enough of that shit, man. Y'all niggas is lost. Y'all losing, and we will never get free with y'all niggas acting like y'all ruling something. I didn't come here begging. I didn't come here tiptoeing through the fucking tulips with y'all niggas. It's either the truth or it's not. Either we the gods or we fucking not. And I know the truth, nigga. I didn't come here to fucking exchange those pleasantries with y'all niggas. I didn't come here to fucking lower my vibrations for y'all niggas. I came here the same way I was, same way I am. I'm a god, nigga. And I see gods and I see goddesses in the world. Y'all niggas is fucked up. That's what we need in this motherfucker. We need our spirituality out this bitch, nigga. Y'all niggas is worried about fucking books and worrying about a nigga changing the motherfucking paradigm. Where we going?
nigga, we are where we. That's what I'm saying, nigga. That's how fuck niggas mad at. That's how you know all of these niggas is lost. All these fucking teachers is lost, bro. They lost. I can't wait till a lot of y'all niggas just start fucking teaching this shit, man. Like, start letting go and shit. Like, start letting go. And I get everybody not like a public speaker, like shit like that. Like, we all gotta grow into this shit. And we gotta do it our way. But we, ugh. Shit is upsetting though. I will be the first to admit and shit. But again, like I said, like, yo, man, like, just let's just stay focused, man. Let's just stay on our shit, man. Like, that's it, bro. Like, I want y'all to stay on your shit. I'm staying on my shit. And I mean, again, like, and I be talking that, again, like, even like when this leadership, like, I understand niggas is trying to make that into a thing, but no matter what y'all say, I'm never gonna say I'm the leader of y'all. I'm the leader of the resistance, and I might be a forerunner for some Indians. I might be a front headliner, poster boy for some Indians. That's it. I don't know no competition. I ain't in no competition with no niggas. But I'm just doing what I see in my mind. Like, I never, like, I mean, I don't know, y'all. Like, we don't think it's ages in the world and shit. Like again, like I said, like, niggas wanna holler at me. Niggas wanna get me to chill and get me to stop. Like, for what? I don't understand y'all niggas and shit. Like, that's how this shit work. As soon as you start taking over motherfucking the paradigm and shit, you start shifting the motherfucking algorithm. These motherfuckers wanna holler at you, wanna talk it out. What we talking about? It's a point where we can just go past niggas. We just fly past niggas. It's, man, like, we need to really just be. I wish people could, like, again, like, I'm gonna have to talk about this shit like this one day. Just like this. Because even if niggas just see it as a nigga talking shit, they can still, okay, yeah, all right, look. Because if you just see it as a nigga talking shit, true. But you could also see it as a nigga just talking shit. Meaning based upon a nigga talking shit upon some shit that was achieved or some shit that was done. And like I said, I'm gonna have to really break it down. Because again, you gotta understand too, like when like I say, everybody don't know like what the fuck is going on in my head. You know what I mean? Like some of us know. But like you gotta, but like I wanna show like when Jay made that fucking did that reading and shit. And the shit that she said during that reading and see how much of that shit is true. How much of that shit came true. Like how much of the shit she predicted that I had to do, that I would do. Shit she told me I needed to do, that I had to do. Like I would like to see like what she think about this shit. Not even to say like, because again she's on Facebook, so she might not even be. She don't even think Jay has a YouTube. But yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like the point I'm making is, I think that like I said, the point I want people to see is like I want people to see that if they just stand strong and they just work connected, they working from their highest self with the purest intentions, nothing but the highest good will happen. Like again, like peace to the gods, and that's the most important thing. If we never do nothing else, if we never did nothing else, again, shout out to everybody else. But if we could just let the people know, if we could just create the conversation amongst the motherfucking people, if the people, like again, the shit is everywhere. You have to understand that how important that shit is. Like these motherfuckers don't want us to be one. They don't want us to be one. Everybody ain't one. I get it. But the ones that are ones, they don't want us to be it. They want you to be everything but a motherfucking god. Everything that, and to see niggas with that, to see niggas carrying that, to see niggas flashing that as a badge is the biggest fucking greatest accomplishment to me of my fucking life. I don't give a fuck. God is a woman. It's the same shit I've been on my whole life. And I was trying to explain to niggas one way, but they couldn't really get it. They would take it as a crutch to pimp a woman and some shit. Wasn't wasn't what it wasn't what it should have been, right? But this is the what it is. It's the what it should be. It's the oneness. This is the exciting shit. This is the exciting part. Like, y'all gotta understand. I'm telling you, like, a nigga could have money. A nigga, like, if you ever got like a lot of money and shit, you might be really excited. You can get really excited. You know what I mean? Because you think about a lot of stuff. It's like a finish line. Like, wow. Like, damn, I'm done. I mean, I just achieved something crazy. That's a finish line, right? And it's a feeling that comes with that. Cool. But I get that same feeling every day. I know that seems crazy. Like, we got, man, I feel just as proud as the videos with 20 views, 30 views, 40 views as any video, bro. Like, cause, like, y'all know. I love it. I love y'all. Like, this is the most important thing. Like, we just, like I say, we deserve it. Like, y'all know, I don't fucking hold punches and shit. I think that's what I'm saying. Like, we deserve it. Who else deserves to be the fucking to have the title of the gods and to be the gods, if not the gods? Like, that shit to me, that's the most exciting part of life. That's the most exciting part of life. Like, just to hear it and to see it. I mean, everywhere you go, you're going to hear some brothers and some sisters talking about peace, God, and that's the beauty. I mean, that's the love of the Indian. Like, that's what do you give a motherfucking nigga? But a connection to the source. So I'm saying, like, you could give a motherfucker a fish, or you could teach him how to fish. Like, what do you give a motherfucker? You can't give a nigga no money. You can't give a nigga nothing. You could just give a nigga, like, people don't understand. Like, knowledge itself is everything. Access to the source is everything. Cause I don't know what rich is to you. Like I said, some of these niggas say they millionaires. I never said I was a millionaire. I'm just rich. Like, what the fuck? I just said I'm rich. I never said I was a millionaire. I ain't gonna say that. I never had a million. I had some hundreds. Thank you. I had some hundreds, thousands. You know what I mean? But I never thought about being a millionaire and shit. I always want to do stuff. Let me do some shit. Let me do this shit. I miss that shit called. I just had to think. I want to do something. But we all got the access to do some shit. We all gods. Any god is tapped into the source. Any goddess is connected to the source. It's default.
It's the label. That's why I talk about labels, calling the thing a thing. That's just my shit. That's just the shit I'm into. Like if Cuz like shout out to Cuz, shout out to Mike, everybody that fuck with us because like I'll say some shit like yeah, these niggas my student, polite my student, God is a woman's my shit. All these niggas Pan Africans my students and shit. They still my shit. And a nigga like it's hard to believe that shit. Like it's just there niggas say that shit. But niggas fucked with me though. They didn't give up on me and shit. They was like, fuck it. We gonna see. And I hope the niggas can see now, like, yeah, like all of that shit, like we had an opportunity to to be involved in a lot of fucking shit, man. But none of that shit is anything compared to the ones knowing that they the fucking ones. Like that to me, that's everything, bro. That's everything. Like, if y'all can understand that. Niggas can fish. Niggas could get whatever they want. Nigga, like I say, like the nigga came in here one time. He was like, "How does one get on the journey to the source?" I'm like, bro, that's it. Once you know there's a source, you already on a journey and shit. Like once you stop knowing, once you turn away from that shit, you give up on the shit. But you halfway there. Now I know that seems crazy just to say it like that, but it's like when you know you are God, it changes your motherfucking DNA structure. It changes the way you fuck around and start to move in the world. It changes the way you respond to situations. It changes the way situations respond to you. The law of attraction kicks in over time. So now, you being the God you are, you start to pull shit too. Shit start to fall into your hands. Your cup running over type of shit. Just from knowing who you are. Just by accepting your motherfucking place in this bitch. That's all you can do for niggas. Like I say, like, how can you do something for a nigga that got everything? That's why we tell us, like, a lot of this shit is very disrespectful. A lot of this shit is very disrespectful. They don't really respect niggas. They don't think niggas got powers. They don't think niggas is magical beings. They don't think niggas is connected to the source. Like, we know something that they don't know. Like, I'm not the nigga to tell y'all I know something that y'all don't know. I could do something that y'all can't do. Fuck no. Even Jesus said greater things will you do than me. Like, who the fuck is acting like that they got the source? Who? But a fuck nigga. But a weirdo. How many donations Jesus asked? First nigga got 5 loaves of bread and a fucking couple fish. How many donations these niggas is fuck? These niggas ain't. You manifest the shit. You take motherfucking. You know what I mean? You take lemons, make lemonade. You take motherfucking scraps, nigga. Make jambalaya. Like, this is what niggas do. That's what God do. We're not in the motherfucking in the business of complaining and shit. We're not in the business of acting like we got a monopoly on motherfucking source. That's some sucker shit. That's some shit that a sucker would say, that a liar would say. I say even the nigga Jesus ain't say that shit. Greater things will you do. Everybody got the gift. And I mean, honestly, I get off. Like, that's the shit that I get off on. That type of shit. Because you can't do nothing. I mean, like, you really can't do nothing for niggas that don't want nothing done for them. Like, you can't. Like, you just be giving out turkeys all year. Like, who the fuck cares? Like, if niggas want to do some shit, we can do it. If niggas want to do some shit, they can do it. I guarantee you. We don't just be making inventions. We don't just be coming up with shit. We the greatest
motherfuckers in the world. You already know. Peace to the guys. Peace to the goddesses. But yeah, I wanted to jump on and share that though. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate the love. My impromptu. And, I actually feel comfortable like this. Actually, like, you know, I like the groups too, but sometimes I just feel comfortable just, you know, just the guy gang just chilling in the cut, just spitting. But we'll have fun in class on Monday. Peace to the guys. I hope this helped. Definitely. I definitely appreciate you. We do. Enjoy your night. I'll see you guys tomorrow soon. Peace.